Western New York High School. It's Football Tuesday is what it is, and we've got a big matchup for you here tonight as Eden will be hosting Lackawanna. We're starting this one early so we could capture senior night for you for Eden. As you see, they're getting ready to do their setup for their seniors with their parents right now. So we wanted to make sure we cat in and go live. What we will do here is turn it over to the announcing system, let you hear them in their own words so they can bring senior night to life to everybody so everybody gets a chance to see this. So bear with me. We're just going to go quiet here for a minute as we get ready to announce senior night before we actually get into the broadcast. So hang on, everybody, and enjoy senior night here at Eden.
Welcome you out here tonight to William Boss Field for tonight's matchup against the Lackawanna Steelers and your Eden Raiders. I'd like to draw your attention to the scoreboard end zone as we introduce our seniors in celebration of senior night tonight. We'll start with player Graham Lenz. He is a defensive tackle wearing jersey number 77. He's being escorted by his mom Pamela and his... All right, once again, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you out tonight to William Boss Field for our matchup tonight with the Eden Raiders and the Lackawanna Steelers. We'd like to draw your attention to the scoreboard end zone as we introduce our seniors in celebration of senior night. Starting with player Graham Lenz. He is a defensive tackle wearing number 77. Being escorted tonight by his mom, Pamela, and his dad, Jeff. Graham plans to go to college to pursue a degree in computer engineering. He does play bowling as well. His favorite memory for football is winning against Alden last season to become division champs. His advice to future players, stay humble. He'd like to thank his teammates, coaches, opponents, family, and friends. Put your hands together for Graham, please. Let's hear it from Mitchell Ziobro. Mitchell is a defensive lineman wearing number 73. Mitchell is being escorted by his mom, Peg, his dad, Al. He's been playing football for 4 years now and does plan to attend college after football. He also plays basketball and baseball. His favorite football memory is Oklahoma's. His advice to future players, enjoy the practices and games while you still have them. He would like to thank his dad for being his biggest motivator. Put your hands together for Mitch. Up next, it's Ezekiel Shaw, wearing number 71. Ezekiel is an offensive and defensive tackle. He is being escorted today by his dad, Robert, his mom, Tammy, his grandparents, Gary and Rashada, and his brothers, Kyle, Xavier, and Davion. Ezekiel has been playing football for 3 years now, does plan to continue to better himself and his life when he gets past high school. He just plays football, that's it. His favorite football memory was winning the division champs, and he said he loved this moment because it's when he realized that he truly loved football and wanted to keep playing. His advice is, don't take it for granted. Everything you've worked for can be taken within seconds. Live every day of your life like it's the last play in a football game. Give it everything you got so you know you tried your best. He wants to thank Coach Weber, Darren, Gable, and Doug, even though he isn't here. He says these 4 coaches pushed him to do better and to keep trying. He said they picked me up when I had nothing left to give. They are the reason he is who he is. Put your hands together for Ezekiel. Up next is Alex Hassan, wearing number 69, a right guard and middle linebacker. He's being escorted tonight by his mom, Michelle. Alex has been playing football for 11 years now. His plans after high school include going into the medical field. He also plays lacrosse. His favorite football memory is getting a touchdown in the JFK game. His advice to future players, the game is not over until it's over. He'd like to thank his mom and his coaches. Put your hands together for Alex. Up next is Xavier Guerra. He's a lineman wearing jersey number 54. He's being escorted tonight by his mom, Amber. He's been playing football for 2 years now. His favorite football memory is his friends cheering for him every time he got to play. His advice for future players, save the memories, even the practice, because every time can be your last. He'd like to thank his mom and dad for encouraging him to play this amazing sport, and the coaches for allowing him to play and learn from them. Put your hands together for Xavier. Jacob Souter is next. Jacob is the kicker, the safety, and wide receiver wearing number 33. Jacob is being escorted tonight by his mom and his dad, Karen and Wes Souter. He's been playing football for 2 years now, and he does plan to go to college to study construction management and play baseball after high school. He also plays baseball, soccer, and basketball. His favorite football memory is when Hunter Stetson suplexed Medina's running back in the playoffs last year. His advice to future players, don't be afraid to try new things. He'd like to thank his mom and dad for coming to every game and always supporting him, and for his sister for always giving him someone to look up to. Once again, put your hands together for Jacob Souter. Up next is Trevor Masako. Trevor is our slot. He also plays linebacker and wears number 26. He is being escorted tonight by Cherish and Michael, his mom and his dad. He's been playing football for 4 years now. His future plans include attending a 4-year college. He also plays baseball for Eden High School and travel baseball. His favorite football memory is successfully completing the hook and ladder against Alden. His advice for future players includes don't show up to practice late and make sure you have drip. He'd like to thank his coaches and his parents for pushing him to do his best and to join football. Put your hands together for Trevor. Up next is Sarek Slating. Sarek is a cornerback wearing number 23. He's being escorted tonight by his mom and his dad. He's played football for 8 years now. He does plan to attend college after high school. He also plays basketball and baseball. His favorite memory. He says he never had a moment that he enjoyed more than any other time he's played football. His advice to future players: mistakes don't make you. How you respond does. He'd like to thank any teammate and coach he's ever had. Put your hands together for Sarek. Austin Schroeder is next. He's a running back and a wide receiver wearing number 20. Austin is being escorted by Ed Schroeder and Colleen Schroeder. He's played football for 11 years now and plans to attend a trade school after high school to become a lineman. He also plays lacrosse. His favorite football memory: in Little Loop, he was a middle linebacker and he blitzed through the A gap and took the handoff right from the quarterback's hands. His advice for future players: work as a team and be a family on the field. He'd like to thank his mom, his dad, his brother Colby, his cousin CJ, and the rest of his team and the rest of his family. He said, I'd like to thank all my coaches, Coach Rick, Coach Gable, and Coach Darren, and I personally thank Coach Murray and Coach O'Connor for helping him fall in love with the game. Put your hands together for Austin Schroeder. Up next is Quinn Harrington. He's a wide receiver and quarterback wearing number 16. He's being escorted tonight by his mom, Amy, his dad, Dean, and his sister, Lily. Quinn has played football for 9 years now. He hasn't decided what he'd like to do after high school quite yet. He also plays lacrosse and basketball. His favorite football memory is beating Lackawanna and winning the section title last season. His advice to future players: no games over until the clock hits zeros. He'd like to thank all of his coaches, his family, and his friends. Please put your hands together for Quinn. And up next, it's Johnny Vicario, a middle linebacker wearing number 3. He's being escorted tonight by his dad, John, his mom, Shayna, and his stepdad and coach, Rick Weber. He's played football for 4 years now and plans to attend Oswego and wrestle on that team. Other sports that he participates in include wrestling and lacrosse. His favorite football memory are winning the division championship last year. His advice to future players: don't show up late to practice. He'd like to thank his mom and dad and stepdad for always supporting him and his teammates, for always being there to have his back. Put your hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Johnny Vicario. And if you would, please, nice and
Welcome
loud,
everybody
all of our
to
seniors, please
Eden
stand
for
together.
WNY Athletics. Special event here on Tuesday Night Football between Eden and Lackawanna. I hope you enjoyed senior night. We'll be right back here in a few minutes. We're going to take a quick time out, and when we come back, we're going to get ready for this game about 13 minutes out, hopefully a little sooner, between Eden and Lackawanna, coming up here next on WNY Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to wnyimmediatecare.com for more information.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated, multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
Does he do car? Forget about it. How about home? Forget about it. Does he get good rates? Forget about it. And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy? Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, this is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA, with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Waiting care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to wnyImmediatecare.com for more information.
Does he do car? Forget about it. How about home? Forget about it. Does he get good rates? Forget about it. And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy? Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Welcome, everybody, to Eden for Tuesday night football here on WNY Athletics between Eden Raiders and the Lackawanna Steelers. Tom, glad to have you with me here tonight for a Tuesday night matchup between two teams with 2 weeks left in the season.
Always love joining you. You know that, Joe. Listen, anytime we get extra football, how could you not be excited, Western New York? And we got it. We had it yesterday at Medina. We got it tonight in Eden. Tomorrow we'll do the High School Football Weekly show. You want to tune in right now to any of our social media sites, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, or to our website. You can catch that show. We'll be on at 7 o'clock. I'll be joined by Frank Wolf on that one. Thursday, it looks like we're still trying to figure out Thursday. Hopefully it's going to be Jamestown that we do every week. Mm-hmm. There'll be some sort of Jamestown that's on there. Friday, we got 2 games. We're going to be at Pioneer for Pioneer Olean. And then we're also going to be doing Southwestern Cassadaga Valley Falconer. And then Saturday, we're going to do Cheektowaga Marymount. And then we end it with the big one, Canisius versus St. Francis. So it's football every day here in Western New York.
One of my favorite rivalries going to St. Francis is Canisius St. Francis. So I'm looking forward to seeing that one. Also, don't forget about the final drive with Francis Beck on Friday nights.
Can't forget about that. Sorry, Francis.
And I'll be joining, hopefully, Francis again this Friday. With just a little bit left in the season. All right, so tonight's game, the Steelers and the Raiders. The Steelers, it's been a tough season here. They've been hit by some injuries, some COVID. What's been going on with Lackawanna this year?
They started out where even early on in the season, right? The first week they didn't have all their players they needed. Unfortunately, it's just been one thing after another, and you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit because they've been doing everything to make sure they put a great product out in the field. They piecemeal using their athletes and using their players the best way they possibly can. Boy, I give this coaching staff a lot of credit over in Lackawanna.
So for Lackawanna, they're led by their running back, Amir Douglas, 39 carries for 193 yards, 4 TDs. Now we'll go on to Eden. Eden's had a good season, 4-3.
Before you go there, don't forget about their quarterback, okay?
Oh, of course.
All right?
I love my quarterback play.
William Geschel right now is, I know it may not be the numbers that he's been looking for, but I'll tell you, if this kid gets hot, watch out. He can lead any team. We saw him last year and how good he was, and I just think it's because he hasn't had that same receiver set, I think, week to week, the same line week to week. I think that's the only difference. We haven't heard his name in lights week to week. But I'll tell you, William Geschel, the junior, he's already thrown for 400 yards. He's got 5 touchdowns, right? So I'm going to tell you, watch out. This kid can throw the ball. This kid can make something happen, and he can be big for Lackawanna. It could be a difference maker.
And then you have for Eden, they're led by their quarterback, Matt Sweet, but he also can run the ball. He's had 9 touchdowns on the ground.
Here's the funny part about Eden, right? You would come to their game last year, and you would watch them throw 50 times a minimum in a game. Like, they really would throw it 50 times. You're going to see today, they'll probably run it 50 times. They went from one extreme to the other extreme. But again, I want to go back to the coaching staff. Knows the kind of players he has, knows his strengths, and how many teams can you know in 1 year flip their strength like that and use it and be effective. You're seeing it right here in Eden, I'll tell you that.
And then they have a running back, Austin Schroeder, 78 carries. He's got 10 touchdowns as well. So you talk about 19 touchdowns just on the ground for both. All right.
I mean, you look Serrata right there,
Yep.
right? So you're talking about both of them with at least 9, like you said, 1 with 10. But Serrata and Sweet right now are absolutely the 1-2 duo. But listen, don't forget about Trevor Masako. Don't forget about Stephen Woods. They are also the guys that can run the ball and do some stuff too, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'll also hear Masako when they go to the receiving. You'll hear about him in the receiving end. You'll also hear about Quinn Harrington. When Sweet goes to throw the ball, those will be some of his options that will be out there. But I'll tell you, this is no doubt going to be a good one. And I say whenever we hear a game and they go, oh, Tom's on the broadcast, you know what we're going to talk about? You're right. We're going to talk about it right here because we're going to talk about the trench play.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're going to have both teams want to run the ball as effective as they can, the only way to do it, in the trenches. Your offensive line and defensive lines better be ready to play because both these teams are ready to run the ball.
Well, it's funny because I was at the Kenmore West Star Point game, and guess what the difference in the game was? The line in both ways, because Kenmore West they did a great job in the offensive line, opened holes for Atkins. Atkins had 5 touchdowns. And then defensively, they caused pressure with their 2 best players, and Star Point's best player, their quarterback, didn't have much time, and by the time he got his flow into the game, it was too late because Star Point just could not keep up with the running game. Line play is huge. I believe it. We've seen it, and it's so true.
And we're going to see it today. That's what we talk about. And I know, like I said, is if you're going to be able to run the ball is a team thing. It's not just one player. It really isn't. You got to make sure those gaps are open. You got to make sure you do your thing so that you lead the way for that running back to do damage.
All right, let's take a quick time out. You'll listen to the pregame show here on WM Athletics. When we come back, kickoff between the Raiders and the Steelers next.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to wnyImmediatecare.com for more information.
Welcome back to Eden as we're just about ready to go here. Eden came out on the field, and they are ready for a Week 7 matchup here on Tuesday night between the Raiders and the Steelers. A beautiful fall night here. It was a great, as Jimmy White likes to say, elite fall day. And Tom, a beautiful night here in mid-October as we're going to have the national anthem coming up. All right, the national anthem has been sung, and we're just one step closer here. So Tom was talking about the weather. It's a beautiful day, a beautiful night here in mid-October.
So let's go over right now what each team's done so far this season, right? So Eden right now overall 4-3, 3-1 in conference. Played a fantastic game last week against Depew. Lost 42-37, but boy, we had a great one. And it was one of the this is where Depew actually clinched the Central Division. But they played Tonawanda open up 127-16. Played St. Mary's out of conference and non-conference matchup, lost 39-10. Played JFK, won 28-18. Lost to Pioneer on homecoming night in another non-conference game. That was a last-minute game that they got Pioneer to come here so they could have homecoming. But they did lose 41-6. Beat Springville 35-14. Beat Alden 41-6, and then again lost to Depew 42-37. But, those were two tough non-conference matchups, and one literally they were not even prepared for. It was last minute just so they could have homecoming here in Eden. So you got to right now tip the cap. You know this team from Eden's going to be ready to play. For Lackawanna, their first game was against Franklinville-Ellicottville, lost 28-16, beat JFK 42-18. Lost to Medina 34-16, beat Alden 20-0, lost to Depew 21-0, and then a loss to CSP 20-0. So that's really where we stand. So it's 2-4 record for Lackawanna, but they are 2-1 in conference. The only loss in conference that we're out there talking about is the loss to Depew.
So the Raiders won the toss. They deferred. Lackawanna is going to receive first for the first possession of the game. And the Raiders will be kicking off from right to left. Lackawanna will be going from left to right on your screens tonight. And a special little show here coming up at halftime, as we'll be on the field for the halftime show, and the cheerleaders will have a little special performance as well. So looking forward to that, but let's get through the first half right now.
Yeah, they're going to actually come out and join us.
They're going to come out and join us.
Right on our halftime show. We're going to get it all here in Eden.
I might want to join them.
So listen, we're excited. We're really trying to take things up to the next level here at Western New York Athletics, making sure we're getting the students involved, right? Everybody involved that's involved in the team. We're going to be doing some different things also coming up in the winter. We got basketball coming. I'm sure we're going to have to be here for an Eden girls basketball game. I know that, right? We got to do that, Joe.
Basketball season for some leagues is very close. Souder's going to be kicking for Eden. And Souder gets us on the way here at Tuesday Night Football. Kick is short, around the 20, the 25-30, and taken down was Getchell. And a late flag. And the first flag of the game happens on the first play of the game, holding against the Steelers, and it's going to push them back.
That was a really late flag for a hold right there, too. But, let's just hope that that's just going to be something we don't see a lot of tonight. And I'll tell you, both coaching staffs are hoping for the same exact thing.
Well, in Saturday's game, I saw a ref throw a flag about 25 yards, and it was incredible. It might have been the best throw of the game. So hopefully we don't see a lot of laundry tonight.
You must have been watching. Oh, was that at Ken West?
Yes.
We had the same thing happen in the Maritime game. In fact, I was with Stu Boyer on that one, and Stu was commenting on how far the flags were going, and he was impressed by how far they were throwing it.
So the ball's at the 25 after the penalty. On a 1st down and 10 for the Steelers' first possession of the game. Here's a handoff to the left side, finding some room, and it's a 1st down. The 40, the 45, 50, the 45. Knocked out of the bounds was Amir Douglas. What a run by Douglas on the first carry. He found a lot of space and got to the second level.
Great. And again, what was it first? You saw it, right? Hole opened up on the left side right there. He gets through the hole. The minute he got through the hole, watch out. He got into the open space, and he was tough to tackle. Just shows that's a great start for Lackawanna when you look at the line and you got to run to be able to kick off the game like that.
A huge run for Douglas of about 30 yards. Here's another handoff to Douglas. Left side again. And this one's going to be very close to 1st down, maybe about a gain of 8 or 9. And 2 positive runs for Lackawanna, as it's going to bring up a short, manageable 2nd down.
And they must see something over there on that side. I mean, 2 runs right now almost to the same exact spot. you wonder if it's something they saw that they wanted to attack early in this game.
They mark it officially as a 2nd and 2 after the 8-yard run from Douglas.
And listen, for those of you who don't realize, Douglas is a freshman right here. 6 foot, 194-pound freshman, and runs the ball like that. Wow, Lackawanna is in good shape for the future.
There's a rollout to the right side. Getchell trying to find some space. He does. First down and more, and close to about the 26. Another first down here.
So this isn't Getchell that's out there right now. It's actually Rivers that's out there right now.
Oh, so Rivers, number 9 Rivers started the game over Getchell here.
And Coach told me you were going to see a couple different QBs today, what you were going to see.
And we've seen it already here on only 4 plays. There was an injury. We're going to take an injury timeout. We'll be right back here on WMI Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Steelers. Injury was the sweet for Eden. Here's a handoff, and falling forward, and keeps on going, kept his feet moving, Tom. Another run, a good run by Douglas.
And it looked like the tackle was on number 69, Alex Hassan, the senior defensive lineman. So one of the ones that we actually celebrated today for Senior Day.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd and 2 off the, well, they're going to say 2nd and 3. So 2nd and 3, a nice run here, and Douglas has had a couple carries go for positive gains here. There's a throw, and it is caught, and it's a touchdown. A nice throw of 21 yards, and Lackawanna gets on the board. It's 6-0. As Jordan Rivers, touchdown pass.
And we were trying to get the replay right there. We just missed the end of it right there. It looked like, though, the catch was by number 10, Devon Glover, the senior wide receiver.
So a beautiful throw, though, by Rivers. So it's 6-0. They're going to go for 2. Here's the pitch to Douglas. Douglas is going to get close, and he is. Let's see what the official mark is.
No good. The guy's coming in,
They're coming on the other side.
No good.
I apologize. I don't have the best angle, Tom.
Yeah,
So it's no good. So it's 6-0. So the scoring drive is capped off by a 21-yard touchdown pass from Rivers to Glover. And the first possession of the game ends in a touchdown for the Steelers.
So outside of that throw right there, which I thought you actually saw Glover do a great job of being able to turn to make that catch. He had a defensive back right on him, as you saw that, but does a great job of turning right at the right time, right at the right spot, where you can see no doubt that Rivers put that ball right where he could catch it. And there you go. I mean, that's a difference. But what led to that was the run. And you saw very effective running the ball, especially early on to the left side of the line. We're going to look to that to see if that's something they were looking to capitalize on today.
So that touchdown pass was caught by Glover for 21 yards. So 6-0 here. Drive went about 2 minutes in 7 seconds. So a quick drive, they moved them down the field.
So now we're going to flip and see the same thing, right? We're going to see Eden do the same thing. They're going to run the ball right here, led by their quarterback, Sweet. This could be right now, we said, that who is going to be able to stop the run may be the difference of who's going to win this game today.
So the kick is on its way. And it's a good kick. Eden's going to get it around the 20, slips, and they're going to say he's down. And it's a little hard to see the numbers here, but I'm going to say it's Connor Baker out there. So it's going to bring up a 1st and 10 here for Eden as they're ready to go for their first possession of the night. And it's going to be from the 20-yard line.
I think it's number 8. This is who's walking off the field right here is who that was. So it'd be Brendan O'Donnell right there is who that was on the kick return. And he is the junior running back linebacker here in Eden.
So the 1st and 10 from the 20. Everyone gets set at the line. Expect a lot of runs here. Here's a pitch. And trying to get something out of nothing is Eden tries to run on the first play, and it's not going very far. Maybe a gain of a yard, if that. And that one looked like it was by Schroeder. Austin Schroeder did get the carry. No gain. So a 2nd and 10. How important is it, Tom, to be effective on the first 2 downs?
Well, especially when you're trying to answer. When you just had a team answer the way they did, right? You want to make sure that you're not going to do a 3 and out right here.
Here's a pitch to the left side. Trying to find some space and wrapped up pretty quickly here for about a gain of 4. Bring up a 3rd and 6. And that carry looked like it was by Trevor Masako.
Like we said, we're going to see a bunch of guys run the ball. We're going to see a bunch of guys receive when they go into that. So now 3rd and long, do we see Sweet right now go into and possibly pass right here? You're in a possible passing down. Let's see if they stick with the run or go to the pass.
So 3rd and 8. And a run up the middle. And this one's going to come a couple yards short on 3rd down, so 3 straight runs. And it's going to be a 3 and out for Eden on their first possession. And they're going to be forced to punt. And that's going to bring up Souter for the punt. And they might be going for it. Nope, they're going to punt. I was waiting for the Steelers to get back there, Tom.
Yeah, he took off right at the beginning. They wanted to make sure that they weren't going to go for it too.
So here's the punt from Souter. It's a good punt. And it's going to bounce out at the 30-31 yard line. A pretty good punt. Steelers will get their next possession coming up in just a second.
Very good directional punt, right? Was making sure that you can see Alexander Hall couldn't make that return, sent it right down the sideline, and really was a beautiful punt. Lefty punt. You saw he made sure he kept it away so it couldn't be returned.
So after the 3 and out, Steelers, who scored their first touchdown of the game, on a nice drive that was led by Douglas with a couple of big runs, but a 21-yard touchdown pass from Rivers got them in the board for a 6-0 lead. And we're going to check to make sure we have the quarterback because, Tom said there's going to be multiple different quarterbacks out there tonight for the Steelers. The 1st and 10 from the 30. Rivers hands it off, and here's a run of maybe 2 up the middle. Not much. Good defense here for the defensive line and a good tackle.
It looked like the tackle was by number 14, Stephen Woods, the junior linebacker.
So these are some very difficult numbers, Tom, to see tonight.
Well, it's tough, too. When we have a light on inside here, it's tough to look out because you're almost looking light through the window where we get that reflection from the light, and it does make it harder for us. So trust us, we're doing our best. We'll do our best that we can to see some of these numbers.
So 2nd and 10. They're going to say he got no yards. Here's a pitch. Douglas keeps his feet moving up the 40, the 45, and a nice run of about 15 yards for Douglas. Amir Douglas has had multiple runs, Tom, go for positive yards of more than at least 7 yards. So it's going to bring up a 1st down from the 44, so officially marking as a 14-yard run for Douglas. And still in the game for quarterback is Jordan Rivers, who threw that touchdown pass. Ref's going to blow his whistle, get one of the players tie their shoes.
So actually, I hate to say, I don't think that was Douglas. I think it was Al-Shawawi who was on that one. You can see Douglas came back in the game. Al-Shawawi went off.
Now this time is Douglas. And Douglas, oh, nope, that's not Douglas. It's 21
yeah,
Shamar Ware. I apologize. So Ware's going to get the carry, and this one's going to go for about 4.
So you can see right now, just throwing in different guys, and you can just see from speed to how big they are. Like, 21 Shamar Ware, 6'1", 203-pound, the junior running back, and you can just see how big he really is. So you can see that change of speed, change of back right now out there that Lackawanna is bringing to the table today.
2nd down and 6. Here's a pitch. And a 1st down, close. And it's about a foot short. So it's a close as being a very short 3rd down. And that one looked like it was from Douglas. So about a 3rd and short here, Tom. And they've kept a lot of these on the ground other than that 1 touchdown pass.
I mean, like we said, we're going to see both teams predominantly run the ball today. We were going to see it. And you're absolutely seeing right now Lackawanna doing just that. And if you think about it, right, 3 and out for Eden, they didn't take up a lot of time on the clock. And again, right now, Eden eating that time up right now leading the time of possession.
They're do a keeper, and they're going to fall forward for a gain of a couple, but a 1st down on the quarterback keeper. So just methodically here, moving the ball down the field. We're already 7 minutes into the first quarter. And guess who's had the ball most of the quarter? It's been the Steelers because they've kept the ball on the ground. They just keep moving it.
And we've seen the most effective long runs, like we talked about it, on that left side of the line. They seem to find something over there. Those have been the runs that we've seen for 15 yards, 20 yards, right? 9 yards. All the long runs have gone that way.
Here's a pitch to the right side, 40, 35, getting around all the defenders at the 30, finally knocked out of bounds. And that one was by Douglas, and a good carry. And a late flag is coming in from the referee. And this will be after the play whistle here for the flag.
And what does Douglas say? Tom, I can go both sides. It doesn't matter. He comes this time to the right side and does a great job, a huge run right there.
Well, we appreciate him coming to the side. It was easier to see his number as well. So let's see what the flag is. It's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct. And also it's going to be on Lackawanna.
Well, I think he went the other way first. So was it offsetting?
It could be offsetting.
No, they're going to mark this one off.
All right, so they're going to mark the ball here. They're going to push that back here. So it was on Lackawanna. And basically negating that run.
Right, but it still should be a 1st down because it happened after the play right there. So we should still see a 1st and 10 right here, and it almost is, like you said, you're going back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, so 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. And falling forward for a gain of a couple was Shamar Ware.
Tommy Blas, the sophomore defensive lineman, the first one in on the tackle right there.
Now, Getchell is in the game at quarterback. He's going to the sidelines getting to play.
So like we said, we're going to see multiple guys play that quarterback position.
They're going to keep me on my toes tonight here. Which is good, right, Tom?
Yeah, absolutely.
So 2nd and 9 in a fast-moving first quarter here.
You better be knocking on wood when you say that, though.
Well, next play I'll tell you, was it 2 weeks ago? I was at the game at All High, and I'm like, oh, this game's going fast, and then the flags start coming in, and then it slowed down. So 2nd and 9, ball's at the 43. Getchell, play action, rolling to the left. Getchell's going deep. He's got a man open, and it's through the hands deep.
I think that was Alexander Hall on that one is who it was. Just missed his outstretched hands. But, boy, like I said to you when this game started, Getchell can throw the ball, and you saw it right there as what was about a 45-yard throw right there in the air, just missing his receiver.
So Hall just misses it. It would have gone for 6 for a 43-yard touchdown pass, but to no avail. So it's going to bring up a long third down. Third down and 8. Here's a direct snap to the 40. Try to take him out. First down and more. Finally knocked out near the 28. And another solid run in the direct snap.
That was to Rivers right there. So Rivers absolutely comes in, gets that first down.
So Rivers and Getchell splitting some reps here on the second drive for Lackawanna.
Boy, how tough is that for a coach now, where you're actually trying to prepare now for 2, maybe even 3 different quarterbacks and 4 different running backs at the same time with all different strengths?
It's not easy.
No.
You know, you have a game plan, but with all those strengths, you got to keep altering. It depends on who's out there. So 1st and 10 from the 32. Rivers hands it off and falling forward near the 26. And a good run here. And it's going to bring up about a 2nd and 6 here. And Rivers is going to get the carry on that. So, Tom, 2:42 remaining in this first quarter. We saw last night with the Titans just keeping the ball on the ground, using that clock, and taking away possessions from Eden. So 2nd and 5. A direct handoff up the middle. And falling forward was Shamar Ware. And Ware is going to get a first down. Austin Schroeder getting the tackle. So time of possession has just been favored one-sided, and there's only been 3 possessions in this game.
Yeah, you can see when you can effectively run the ball, you can really control a game. And you're seeing that right there. And then what do? Lackawanna has just sprinkled the pass in enough to be effective. 2 pass plays, one that was for a touchdown, and the other one just missed being a touchdown right through the receiver's hands for 45 yards.
So Rivers under center. Rivers going back to pass. He's got a man open, and it's caught at the 10, the 5, knocked down just short. And a good catch by Smalls. And a 1st and goal for the Steelers.
Tackle on Steven Woods, and he really saves the touchdown right there. He doesn't make that tackle, and Smalls goes right there in for the touchdown.
So 1st and goal. As we have 1:20 remaining here in this first quarter on the play action pass from Smalls. So we have a timeout, and it's going to go to the Steelers. All right, so Lackawanna calls timeout. They got 1st and goal. We're going to take a quick timeout here in WM Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNY Immediate Care.
All right, 1st and goal. Ball at the 2. As Lackawanna has entered the red zone. Let's see what they do here on 1st and goal. Ball's on the ground. It's picked up by Glover. At the left side and short. Is he going to be in? He's in, and it's a touchdown for Rivers.
Wait, Rivers, he's got some speed. Did you see the way he broke out to the outside on that one? Does a great job of breaking a tackle, and then boy, does he do a great job of showing his athletic ability. You just saw the instant replay on that one there in the broadcast, but boy, he is quick. He really is.
And it looked like Rivers lost control of the ball, and he was able to control it, and that was not the design, but when the play broke down, he kept his feet moving. So 12-0 here in a quarter that's been controlled by the Steelers. So they're going to go for 2 here. Rivers under center. Rivers in a handoff up the middle, and he's not going to get there. And that one's going to be short. So two-point conversions here have failed for the Steelers, and it's 12-0.
Big stop right there by Tommy Blas that we talked about him earlier already. He's definitely having an impact right in the middle of that line. The sophomore showing that he's older than a sophomore out there on the field, I'll tell you that.
All right, so Tom, two possessions here for the Steelers. They've both gone for touchdowns and just controlled the time of possession. I think this is really important here for the Raiders to get a first down and get some momentum, because we've seen what happens when you don't move the ball, their team comes down, gets a couple touchdowns, the game starts to slip.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I think this is a very important, set of downs right here. First of all, no matter what, I don't think it's important that you got to go down and score.
Yeah.
But I do think it's very important that you can't go 3 and out. You got to start controlling the line of scrimmage there a little bit. You got to show that you're able to move the ball, right? Show something right there, and hopefully give Lackawanna not the best field position to be able to start off so your defense can make a stop. Because no matter what, your defense has got to make a stop at this point. You're down by 2 touchdowns, right? You got to be able to see some sort of stop out there. So this has got to be a start. Got to build it off, see something positive right now for your offense so that you can actually take it for the rest of the game.
So 1:04 remaining here in this first quarter from Eden on Tuesday Night Football from WN Athletics. Tom Prince, Joe Daniel here. Happy to have you with us for a Week 7 matchup. So Eden's going to get the ball here and a kick that's going to land around the 25. And trying to find some space at the 33, around the 34. So decent field position here for Eden. And it was Schroeder on the return. And it's going to bring up the first down for Eden. I think they're going to mark it the 34, Tom. All right, so they ran the ball a couple times on their first possession. They got stopped. Couldn't get that first down. Let's see what they do here. They're a running team, so they're going to have to start to get some holes here on their second possession.
Yeah, they're ready to open it up. Look at this. They're going into the passing set right now.
They got 4 receivers set here. Back to pass, and it's caught. And it's a first down, 45, 50, and still on his feet to the 47, and a nice catch by Souter. And there they go, 4 wide receivers set. They spread them out, and a good throw, and a first down off the pass from Sweet.
So maybe now it's the time to start think opposite, right? See if my passing game can open up the run game for me a little bit right here as they come out. Big pass, and now they're already in Lackawanna territory.
19-yard pass for Sweet. Sweet's going to take this one up the middle, direct snap, and taking it right down, and a good tackle by 21, Jamart Ware.
Ware already showing it on both sides of the ball right now, right? Done it running the ball, being very effective, and now coming up big on the defensive side of the ball.
So as Eden gets their first down, they start to flip the field just a little bit here. And it's going to bring up now a second down and 10, and that's the end of the first quarter. All right, so end of the first quarter, 12-0 for the Steelers. We'll be right back here in WM Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to wnyImmediatecare.com for more information.
Welcome back here to Eden for the start of the second quarter. Tomorrow is High School Football Weekly with Frank Wolf, Tom Prince, Francis Beck. On Friday, the final drive at 8:30 with Francis Beck, and I'll be along with him too as we get set for Week 8 coming up, starting in just a couple days. So 2nd and 10, balls at the 47 for Eden in the territory of the Steelers. And we're going to flag and a false start. And Tom, it looks like this was the receiver for Eden.
Was it a false start? Oh, it was,
Yep.
yeah.
False
Because I saw the jump, too. And I saw the jump is what I saw. But
It looked like Quinn Harrington got a little too excited here. Now, it might have been one of the linemen, but Harrington definitely jumped too, so that's going to push him back 5 yards. So 2nd and 15. Sweet back to pass. Trying to find some space. Steps up in the pocket. Trying to break loose here at the 50, the 45, and he gets some of that yardage back. So Sweet using his legs, and it's going to bring up a long 3rd down.
Yeah, you got that and even more. I kind of like this set with Eden. You saw them struggle a little bit right on the first set of downs. Really didn't get a chance to run the ball. But what I like about this is now you've got Sweet has got the opportunity to pass the ball when he finds the open man, but he is one of their top runners. So if the lanes open up and he sees a spot to run, you're going to give him the ability to do that.
9-yard run for Sweet, so 3rd and 6. They're back in the Steelers' territory here. Sweet's going to pass again. Sweet has a man open, and it's caught. Going backwards, and it's going to be short. Pass was caught, though, by Harrington. And they're going to give him 1st down.
It's going to be close, but boy, I'll tell you, if he just held his ground, I think he absolutely has the 1st down.
Well, what threw me off is because he started running backwards.
Yes, exactly.
So, that's what it could have gone other ways, but they're going to give him the 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37. So they survive the false start on 2nd down, and it's a 1st down at the 37 as the Raiders stringing together some 1st downs here, keeping the ball away from an offensive Steelers that has 2 touchdowns. So Raiders 1st and 10 from the 37. Sweet back to pass, going down far sideline, and it's knocked away. And a good defensive play here from the Steelers. And on defense for that was number 10, Glover. And that pass was intended for Schroeder on the near sideline, so 2nd 10. So we've seen here Eden start to pick it up a little bit, throwing the ball. Some decent success as they've got some 1st downs.
Doing it more by the patch, too.
2nd and 10. Sweet again looking to pass. He's got a man open, and it is caught. And at the 10 and into the end zone. What a throw by Sweet. That one goes for 37. And Masako gets the touchdown. And it's 12-6. So Eden, who had no 1st downs on their first drive, they strike, and it's 12-6 with the extra point coming on a 37-yard touchdown pass to Masako.
Masako, we just saw the instant replay right there. As you saw, just out of the outstretched hands of the defender, does a great job of holding his ground, and then he make the turn right there for the end zone. Great job, great pass, great catch right there. Eden gets on the scoreboard.
Here's the extra point. No good. That was off the foot of Souter. So it remains 12-6. Both teams here. We have an extra point missed. We've got a couple 2-point conversions missed. So special teams, we have a flag on the special teams. So it's not a good first half for special teams, Tom. All right, so 12-6. A good drive by Eden.
Great. Listen, And I like the adjustments. So they saw they weren't effectively running the ball early on, so they go to a completely different set, use Sweet back where he throws the ball more, finds his open men out there, so they saw something where they could throw the ball. But I liked it because Sweet has the ability to take off and run, and I'll bet you what they can do as this game goes on is use some designed run sets for Sweet out of that so that he can be a threat where you got to be able to keep it honest and still worry about the run and have to worry about protecting the pass. He's dangerous, and he can do both.
And how about this stat? So his longest pass of the year was 32. That went 37. Not bad for a second touchdown pass of the year. So 12-6 here early. We've got 3 touchdowns. And Lackawanna is going to get the ball back here as they're 2 for 2 with the possession ending in the end zone of the Raiders.
Boy, I think I'm not a cheerleader in Eden. They got to do push-ups after they score down there. Did you see that?
Well, I'm going to look for that because now it's going to make me think I should do some push-ups when I get home.
That's why I'm glad I saw it and I didn't have to go down and do it.
How do you think Oregon feels when we used to score 60 points a game and all those push-ups? All right, so Souter is going to kick it off here. Souter with a nice kick. This one's going to end up in the 10, and it's going to be returned to the 20, 25, 30. Fumbles on the ground. Ball's on the ground. And I think Eden's got the ball. Well, how about that? And I thought there was a flag on the play. I don't think there is now.
And that was recovered by John Vicario for Eden, the senior running back or defensive back.
So turnovers. The first one of the game is going to go to Lackawanna. And once again, special teams, both teams have struggled there. So Eden gets a really short field here. They just scored with a chance to tie this game and with an extra point take the lead. And this game is turned in the last few minutes.
Really has. Boy, what a difference between the first and second quarter, right? Lackawanna owns the first quarter, and Eden's saying right now the second quarter belongs to us.
Ball's at the 13. Here's a pitch to Sweet. And Sweet's going to get wrapped up maybe about a yard over the line. So I'll bring up second down. They're going to say no gain. So good opportunity here for the Raiders. Raiders 4-3. Head coach Rick Weber, Lackawanna head coach Adam Tardif. 2nd and 10 from the 13. Another pitch to Sweet, and he hands it off as a direct snap and wrapped up. So a little trick play. That one's not going anywhere. And a carry for, looked like it was Masako. And an injury on the Steelers line. And they're going to come onto the field to address the situation.
And this is an injury, I'll tell you, Lackawanna does not want to have. This is Sunday, and we're allowed to call him Sunday. We told that in the last broadcast because his last name's really hard. But he always said Sunday was okay to call him right there. He also kicks for him. He's a huge defensive player right now for Lackawanna. Look at this, the list right there. So you can see Sunday, 6'3", 220, and I'm going to tell you, he plays more like he's about 6'6", 280 is the way he plays out there.
Well, how about Lee from Kenmore West? He just was a big defensive guy on the line for them, caused so many problems against Starpoint, and even caught a couple passes. All right, so 3rd down and 10 here. Now, good job here from Lackawanna, stiffening up that defense here after the turnover. They could force a field goal here. They get a good stop here.
You know, I wonder if they're going to go back to the set we saw, right? More of a passing style set. See if we see that happen right here. Yep, I think that's exactly what we're going to see. I like this call right now by Eden.
So quarterback now is Stephen Woods. Oh, no, sorry, he's a running back. So Sweet still quarterback. Sweet rolling right. Sweet with the throw. And it's caught for a touchdown. Again, a nice pass this time to Quinn Harrington. And that pass went for 13. We got a tie game.
I'll tell you, I'll be shocked if we even see much more of that run set come in, that you're going to see them mainly go to this passing set. Here comes the instant replay and a great throw from Sweet right there to Harrington. And I think right now Eden's showing that today they're going to be a passing team to win this ball game.
So 12-12 after a first quarter. It was dominated by the Steelers, but good job by the Raiders taking advantage of the turnover. The kick, and it is good.
So right now you can say the difference in this game right now is special teams, and Eden right now winning the special teams battle. No doubt. That's huge. Turnover, special teams, extra point. Right now that's a difference in the game.
13-12 is the score. Quick timeout here in WMA Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to wnyimmediatecare.com for more information.
All right, welcome back here. 13-12 Eden. They've taken the lead here early in the second quarter. And the kick is going to go near the end zone. It's going to bounce in for the touchback. So off the turnover, the Raiders take advantage. It's a 13-yard pass to Harrington. And we expected runs from Eden. It didn't work out that first drive. They've opened it up the last two drives. 2 touchdowns for them.
Listen, I don't know if I'm more impressed by the change of plays right there or the push-ups after the touchdowns right here. Because I'm telling you, every one of them put me to shame right now doing push-ups out there.
Well, I could try to do a push-up, but I guarantee the girls are going to say, that's not good enough. So 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for Lackawanna. The handoff, the 30, 40, 40, and knocked out the 40. So a nice run by Douglas.
Well, he absolutely, though, has been very effective running the ball today for Lackawanna.
And Jacob Souter is going to get the tackle on that. So 1st down. Ball's at the 38 off the 18-yard run by Douglas. Douglas is just piling up the yards for his stats here tonight. He came into the game with 193 and the 4 touchdowns. So 1st and 10 from the 38. Looks like Rivers is in the game. Rivers pitches it. And going to lose a yard here if maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, but not much. Good job by the Eden's defensive line, not giving any much on that run. For another carry for Douglas. That was the first time really that Eden did a good job up front, not giving up any holes there. All right, so 2nd and 9. 8:58 remaining in this second quarter. Rivers under center. It's a handoff and falling forward across the 40. But all right, so Eden's got a chance here to get off the field on 3rd down. And it's going to bring up about, let's see.
3rd and 6.
3rd and 6, yeah. It's a 3-yard run. All right, so Tom, so big 3rd down play here for Eden.
And Eden really trying to get their first stop defensively right here. So this could be a huge momentum change right here if Eden can stop them.
And we have a pre-snap penalty. Could be too many men in the huddle. Waiting on the call. Ref's got to pick up the laundry first. Oh, they're going to wave it off. Yep, they're going to pick it up. All right, so they changed their mind, Tom. That can happen. Unless I'm coaching, then that can't happen. All right, so 3rd and 6, replay here. We're going to say that never happened. So 3rd and 6. It's a quick throw. It's caught. And a first down on the screenplay and knocked down around the 45. And a nice throw by Getchell is going to get the first down. And the Steelers keep possession. So Lackawanna gets a first down at the 45. Big possession here after the turnover on special teams for Lackawanna led to that touchdown pass to Harrington. All right, so 1st and 10 from the 45. There's another run up the middle. And it's a fumble. Ball's on the ground.
Did it get out? I don't know if it got out. I know it almost did.
It was close. Douglas nearly lost it.
You actually saw it almost look like, I think it was Sweet who actually almost had his hands on the ball right there.
Yeah, Sweet came very close. And a good job by Douglas making sure he doesn't lose control of that.
Yeah, I agree.
So that would have been the second turnover of the half for the Steelers, and it bring up 2nd and 5. As Eden's trying to get off the field here. Need 2 more stops, though, unless it's a manageable 4th down. Shotgun formation. Getchell keeps it. Getchell's trying to break loose. And he's finally taken down by a host of Raiders.
Getchell's a strong kid. He really is. And when you see him run the ball, he is not an easy tackle, and he shows it exactly right there in that play.
Let's see where they officially mark it. It's going to be a first down. So Getchell, who we expected to get a lot of playing time, they're done a mix of Getchell and Rivers tonight. So 1st down and 10, ball's at the 39. Clock continues to run here as we approach the 6-minute and 30-second mark here of this second quarter on Tuesday Night Football here. Live from Eden with Week 8 approaching very, very soon. I always say the weeks go by so much faster, Tom, when you work from home. All right, so 1st and 10. Rivers back in the game. Rivers going to roll right. He's going to take it himself. Busting loose to the 30. First down. Rivers keeps going to 20, 10, and close to the end zone. Finally wrapped up. Maybe near the 2. And that was about a 37-yard run by Rivers on the quarterback keeper.
And what did he show? That athleticism, that speed. He gets to the outside, watch out. He finds open grass, watch out. He can really make something happen. He's really shown how athletic he is, and I can see now why Coach is going to this 2-quarterback system and using the strengths of both quarterbacks right now.
So Rivers does have a touchdown. Glover's got a touchdown pass. So they both have been involved in this offense here in this first half. So Rivers under center. Rivers fumble. And this one's definitely picked up by Eden. They got it. Rivers fumbles it inside the 3. Eden's got their second takeaway of the game and a big stop. And Eden here, who trailed 12-0, has a chance to take the lead.
Wow, that's a big turnover right there. And now, really, the first defensive stop right here for Eden. So this is big. Now you got the challenge in front of you, right? You got a 95-yard field in front of you.
What does this remind you of? St. Francis? The St. Francis game we did, where they were at maybe the 2, and like we always talk about, it's going to be a quarterback sneak. They're going to run the ball. So let's see what they do here. They got a little bit more space than St. Francis had, but a big opportunity. They got a long way to go to get a score, though. Sweet quarterback keeper on the left side, and doesn't really get back to the line. Very close.
And they're going to put him right back at the line of scrimmage is where they're going to mark that.
So that play they've done a couple times, and really the Steelers have been ready for that play.
Well, that one you almost expected it, right? When they're going into a set like he's just trying to get himself some room right now is what he's doing. So
the ball is officially marked at the 5. So Eden's goal here, obviously they want to score, but they've got to get the ball outside the 20 here to kind of flip the field here, because no one's going to punt the ball 70 yards like they do in college. So Sweet on a second down. Looking to pass. Ball's floating. Oh, just out of the arms and the stretched arms of Harrington. Oh, they're saying Austin Schroeder was the. No, that wasn't Schroeder.
That was Harrington.
That was Harrington. Yeah. All right, so I had that one right. All right, so Harrington was the intended receiver. All right, so 3rd down and 10. Steelers are one play away here from a defensive stop to getting a really good field possession here late in the second quarter.
Absolutely. First down would be big right here, especially when you got 4:35 and change right now left inside the game. You could really get that clock moving.
Sweet, back to pass again. He's going deep. That ball's floating, and it is incomplete. That one intended this time for number 20, Austin Schroeder, and a great job breaking that up was Sean Kitt.
Schroeder almost comes up with an amazing play, because you saw the defender almost waiting there for that one. Schroeder really almost goes right into him to make that play and really made it difficult for it at least to be intercepted. He becomes not only a receiver but also kind of a defender at the same time to make sure that wasn't intercepted.
So the Steelers, after the fumble, they get the stop they needed. They didn't give them any yards off the turnover. Steelers going to have a great field possession here. Here's the punt, and this one's going to go out of bounds around the 30. And officially at the 31, 32 yard line.
Wait, he's walking up now.
Is he walking up now?
Yeah, I think he's got him at the 30-yard line now.
Okay, so he changed his mind. I didn't know you could do that. All right, so, well, how about that for the Steelers? All right, so you've got 2 turnovers, Tom. You fumble the ball. You look like you're going to take the lead, and then it looks like we have an injury as well for Eden.
Is that Eden or is it Lackawanna?
Well, let's see. It might be Lackawanna. It's a little hard with the helmets are the same too.
I'm just looking at the coaching staff that went out there, and I think that's Lackawanna's
coaching
staff.
So a Lackawanna injury here, and we talked about their injuries. It's been a tough season in regards to injuries and COVID and cancellations. All right, so a quick timeout as they address the situation.
Paul Wolf Agency, how can I help?
I got a problem. I got a big problem. The house flooded overnight, everything's destroyed, and I don't know what to do.
You can relax. The wolf is on his way.
What's the damage?
It's bad.
As opposed to good? It's 20 minutes away. I'll be there in 10.
You're Teddy?
Yes, sir.
I'm Paul Wolf. I solve problems.
Oh, good, because I got a big one in here.
May I come in?
Absolutely. Mr. Wolf, can I get you a cup of coffee?
All right, we're back here from Eden, 13-12. Eden's got the lead. They trail 12-0 in this game. As the ball is at the 30-yard line for Lackawanna after the injury timeout. They had just drove on their 3rd possession of the game, and they fumbled it, and Eden couldn't gain any yards, and they're going to give it right back to Lackawanna. 2 turnovers in this game. One was a fumble on special teams. One was a fumble by the quarterback. Getchell going deep. He's got a man open, and it's caught for a touchdown. And just like that, it's a 30-yard touchdown pass, and the Steelers take the lead.
Boy, I like the call right there. You know what I mean? Literally, go attack it right away. You got great field position. Try to make something happen right there. Great call by Lackawanna. And I'll tell you, you have to like the way that coach is using both his quarterbacks today. He really is using both of them right now to both their strengths, and it's helping this Lackawanna team right now put points up on the board.
Now that pass was caught by Douglas on a 30-yard touchdown pass. They're going to go for 2. They've struggled with this time here in the first quarter, or first half, I should say, both quarters. Getchell under center. Getchell going to pass. Flushed out left. Getchell in, and he is.
That's Rivers.
Oh, Rivers. No, there's Getchell.
Oh,
Yep,
oh,
Getchell.
I apologize on that one. I
Getchell
thought I saw
has
9.
Getchell has the pink socks.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
Good call. I apologize on that one. That's mine.
All right, so 20-13, the first 2-point conversion is successful for tonight here for the Steelers. So 20-13 as the points are coming fast and furious here in a really exciting matchup here tonight.
It was one of those where that turnover does a great job of keeping them out of the end zone. Lackawanna, the turnover that Eden caused, right? But unfortunately, not being able to move the ball, that field position really gave them a real small field for Lackawanna to capitalize on.
And how about Lackawanna first play, just taking a chance right down?
I love the call.
Being aggressive.
When something happens positive for you like that, right? Go ahead, take a shot, right? Get your shot because you could try to catch somebody while they're down a little bit, right? Lackawanna, great job. I love the call right there. But now, listen, we've seen Eden go down already in this game. They go down 12-0 and it answered. Now's your time. Can you come back, do the same answer? And then you've got 4:14 left, more than enough time to be able to do something right here. But I'll tell you, can Eden answer, put this game back to a tie right here, and boy, there'd be some momentum right now on both sides of the ball going into halftime.
So here's the kick, and it's going to be fielded inside the 20, the 25-30, and taken down around the 34. So Eden trailing by 7 with 4:05 left here in the second quarter. Masako was the one that fielded it and carried it up to the 35. They're going to officially mark it here inside the 35, around the 33. So 1st and 10 from the 33 for the Raiders, trailing by 7. Here's Sweet, back to pass, going deep again, and it is intercepted and taken down at the 29. So they went deep on the first play and intercepted by, it looks like number 18, Sean Kitt.
At 19.
19, Ian Ike. And that was intended for Schroeder.
Yeah. Folks, those silver numbers, I won't lie, are a little tough sometimes to pick up, and that's we're doing our very best, but some of them are tough to pick up on the white right there.
Well, see, now I understand why John Murphy has spotters and they got the binoculars, because it makes a difference. And it's a lot harder to call games at night than the day. I'm realizing that.
Well, you got to remember too, in high school football versus, pro or even college, lights are much higher too when you do it, right? We're almost looking into the light at the same exact time. It's just different, right? But what we're doing here is we want to recognize as many of these high school players as we can.
And ultimately, that's the most important thing. All right, here's a direct snap to Glover. First down, 50, 45, 40. This one's coming back, though. Rivers. Another flag. So a flag at the line. It's a hold.
Here, this is going to be a personal foul penalty down here, though.
Yeah, so Rivers had a nice run, but this is not even going to happen with all these flags here. So hold, a personal foul.
So you almost wonder if they're going to offset each other is what they're going to do here.
And if they do, that's a win for Eden because that was a long run by Rivers.
No, actually, it's not a win for Eden because if Eden doesn't do that, there's a hold penalty.
And it pushes them back.
That would have pushed them back.
All right, so it's a holding and a personal foul. And let's see. Well, the Steelers are moving back here.
So I wonder if they're going to do both here because of the personal foul happening after the play, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they're doing. See, they walked off the holding. Now they're going to walk off the personal foul penalty. So it will be a 2nd and 5 is what it'll be on this. Or no, first, because they'll replay the first down still.
Mm-hmm.
So really 1st and 5 is what it'll be. Remember, in high school, you do not get an automatic first down and a personal foul penalty. There's only 4 personal foul penalties that actually go to a first down. So, the sticks, they tried moving them. That's not right. The sticks got to go back. This is a 1st and 5 is what it should be right here. That's why they're going to go talk this, because this is what happens. The only personal foul penalties that give you a first down are 4 of them. Running into the kicker, running into the snapper, running into the holder, and then running into the or roughing the quarterback. Those are the only 4 right there that will result in an automatic first down.
So as the refs sort this out with the chain, the ball hasn't moved, so it's still at the 35.
So you can see that's where they're going. They got to leave things as is, and it should be a 1st and 5 is what this should result in right here. So we apologize. I know you could probably see the top of our screen. You probably saw the sticks going back and forth. That's where the delay is. Delay is on the sticks right here more than anything. So they got it set, right?
Yep. Yeah, first down in 5. Ball's 34, so first down will be at around the 39. Rivers back there with Douglas. Rivers back to pass. He's getting pressured. Almost wrapped up by Harrington. Rivers still has it. And Eden's almost got him. Chasing him down. Throws it. Picked off. Intercepted. And Rivers, costly mistake. Picked off by Slatting. And the 3rd turnover of the first half goes for Lackawanna. And Eden has the ball inside the territory of the Steelers.
Wow, and you got to give him, listen, I understand it was interception thrown, right? But Rivers did everything to make sure he didn't get sacked on that play. Does a great job, but you got to give the defensive credit. Eden holds their ground, make sure they don't give up the big play, and then here you go. Now you get the short field. You still got 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. If you can answer right here, everything we talked about before could be the momentum to go in right now to halftime.
Harrington with great pressure on Rivers, and he forced a tough throw, trying to make something of nothing. And Eden here with the 1st and 10 from the 30 and a bunch formation here. Sweet's going to take the pitch. Try going left, going right. There's a flag, and this one's probably going to be a holding. And this flag came from the far sideline, so it could be maybe from the left side of the line here.
Listen, I got to be honest. It's not working today, the set, right? I love when they go into the spread formation. Run out of that. I think you're more effective running out of that right now than you are here. You can just see Lackawanna's winning that line of scrimmage right there when they go into that set, and they have not been able to run the ball out of that set.
And don't they always say when you run left and you try to cut it back right, that's the optimum time for holding, isn't it?
Listen, any time that you're running anywhere around, it's going to be an ultimate time for holding either way. But especially when it happens right on the line, right in the sight of that referee, becomes even harder.
So that's going to push the ball back to the 42. 1st and 22 off the holding penalty for the Raiders. Sweet, quick pass to Harrington. Harrington cuts it back in the middle of the field, 35-30, almost gets those yards back. He does, and a 25, and a great pitch and catch to Harrington. And this one's going to go for a big gain, and it's going to be a manageable 2nd down after a 1st and 22.
Exactly what we taught. I love this much better, right? You can see quick passes right there can do what a run game does when you can effectively something quick right off the line like that. I love that call. I love the set, and I think that this is what you're going to see for the rest of the game when it comes for Eden.
So it's officially a 2nd and 5. Sweet keeps it, 1st down. And finally, it gets taken down inside around the 15. So that was a 17-yard catch to Harrington.
And see, we talked about Joe. That's exactly what I mean. Let Sweet run out of that. That's a 5-yard gain right there. That's a positive run. It's one of the larger runs right now that we've seen for Eden running the ball that goes out there. I think that's the set you go to. He's already one of your top running backs. Let him run out of there. You'll see the gaps. He'll see better. I think you got a more effective way of running the ball.
2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 1st and 10 from the 15. Sweet. Keeper again. This time, gonna roll right. And inside, maybe about a couple yard gain, if that. And good job in containment by the Steelers defense.
You can see it's a number we've called on the offensive side of the ball, but Douglas does a good job of containing right there on defense right there for Lackawanna. But give Sweet credit. Listen, it's still a 3-yard gain, right? Mm-hmm. It's still a positive thing to move forward, and that's what I'm saying is your running game seems to be more effective in this set.
So 2nd and 7 for the Raiders. The clock's under 2. Ball's at the 14. Sweet. Looking to pass. He's got a man, and it's caught. And he's still on his feet. The 10, the 5, just short. Nice catch by Masako.
Masako, what a hit. He gets hit. It looked like right at about the 10-yard line. Wasn't going to get the first down. Bounces off, absorbs the hit, then adds another 5 yards, 6 yards right on it. What a great play as he actually turns what didn't be a first down into not only a first down, but now a chance to be able to turn this into points.
All right, ball's at the 1, a minute 30 to go here. And a direct snap into the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. And Eden, off the turnover and the interception, have a short field. They take advantage of the turnover as they did on the first fumble on special teams. And they are 1 point away from tying this game up.
Right here, and you can see right now it's going to be Harrington goes right up the gut right there. And there you go. There's your there's your touchdown right there. Harrington does a great job right there for the touchdown. And there you go. There's your extra point right there, which is now good, right? So we've got a 20-20 ball game. Boy, we've seen a lot of different things in this game so far. We got a great one right here. And I'll tell you, this is going to be one heck of a second half.
So 20-20 is the score. 3 turnovers here for Lackawanna in the first half. An interception, a fumble on special teams, the fumble inside Eden's territory. And both teams really have taken advantage of those because Lackawanna scored right off the bat off the last fumble when Eden had their turnover.
Well, they had it at the 30-yard line, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, and the one play.
But a one-play strike is
what it was.
One-play strike.
So Eden, who trailed 12-0, you know, this is a good game here and a great job by them. They've kept it close. They didn't let this get away, and they took full advantage. So we've got a great game here, 20-20, with 1:24 remaining with the kickoff coming up.
Listen, Coach Weber, I'm going to give you credit here, right? You came in being mainly a running team is what you did. You had to make adjustments, and what you did, you didn't wait to halftime to make those adjustments. You made them during the game, and those adjustments have been what's put 20 points on the board. That's been great. And then I want to flip it to the other side, right? Right now, Coach right now at Lackawanna, I'm going to give the same type of credit to. Wow. You took 2 different quarterbacks, used the strength of both quarterbacks, and you put 20 points on the board, be able to do it with a 2-quarterback set. I'm telling you, I love the coaching that's been in this game. I love the adjustments. This has been a great first half. It really has.
Rivers and Getchell both making a difference and getting points on the board for the Steelers here.
That was Coach Tardif. I apologize for Lackawanna. You get the credit, too. I want to make sure we give the credit to those coaches.
So here's the kick, and it was going to go out of bounds. And a flag for kicking that one out of bounds.
Now come all the way back to the 35-yard line is what's going to be the starting position right now for Lackawanna.
Yeah, Souter, a mistake there, so going to give them some extra yards. And when you're talking with a minute 24 left here in this first half, any extra yard start a drive is going to be huge for the Steelers. Let's see if they can take advantage of it. I mean, they've had some good throws here. So we know they can move the ball on the ground, and they've had that one touchdown in the air. So let's see what they do with the 1:24 remaining.
Now, folks, when we go to halftime, we're going to take a really quick break. Joe and I are going to run down to the field. We're going to do our halftime show from the field. You're going to see some things from the cheerleaders. We're going to get them involved in this. So stay with us at halftime. We got a halftime show for you.
So Rivers is in there with Douglas from the 35. And a flag.
I wonder if that's going to go offsides. No, false start.
False start. I didn't see anyone flinch, but
I saw Eden jump.
Yeah.
But again,
well, now we know why they jumped.
Yeah, exactly. There you go, Joe. You got that one. That's exactly why.
All right, so off the penalty of kicking out of bounds, they just gave back 5 yards of it. So they're going to move back to the 30 on a 1st and 15. Low snap, picked up, and Rivers is going to be taken down pretty quickly. So a 2nd and 15.
That clock keeps ticking. So this will go under a minute right here. Are you a little surprised? I'm kind of a little surprised. I know Geschel is in there right now. I was just going to say this.
Now he came in.
I'm waiting for Geschel to come in because you'd think that they'd be in passing down sets right now.
Yeah, Geschel's in for Rivers. Geschel has to pick it off at the ground. Is he throwing it? He does, and it's caught the 40, the 50, and stays in the bounce. It was caught by Alexander Hall.
Looked like he slipped there at the end is what it was.
Yeah, and it's going to force a timeout. But a great job by Geschel because Geschel, he lost control of that ball as he went to pick it up.
It was a little bit low,
Yep.
and he dropped the snap is what it did. Picks it up, looked like he was going to take off running, held off from the run right there, got a great pass off to Hall, and then if Hall doesn't slip, who knows how much more yards he gets even out of that. But a quick timeout, still 39 seconds left in this one. Lackawanna still has, is it 2 or is it 1 timeout? They have 1 timeout left.
So with the 1 timeout, it was 2nd and 15. So a big positive gain as they're trying to move down the field to get a chance at getting the ball into the end zone, either by throw or by run. So now things are looking a little bit better here for the Steelers with 39 seconds to go than they did before this previous play.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you almost thought it was going to be like, oh, could we go into halftime with the tie right here? And like I said, we saw Geschel come out. We knew the passing was going to happen. Still, more than enough time. And remember, clock stops to move the chains real quick, too. They got time to do this. Another low snap.
Geschel has to pick it up. He does. Runs forward. He's at the 40. And he's close to the first down. Finally gets taken down in and around the 40-yard line. So back-to-back snaps that were too low, but both of them went for positive gains, but they didn't get a first down, so the clock's still running. It's 2nd and short. 15 seconds to go. And now Lackawanna calls timeout. With every second that matters, do you think they should have called it a couple seconds sooner?
You listen, hindsight's always 20/20, right? You
yeah.
know what I mean? They may have thought they were going to try to very quickly call in a play, get that first down right there. Because now you're talking about what, right? We got 11 seconds on the clock is what they're talking about here. Like, you may only get 1 shot right here. Mm-hmm. So maybe he was trying to get a little more yards for that 1 shot. Try to get it in somewhere near the red zone so it wasn't as long as a shot right here, because now you're just talking about something that's got to be, a 38-yard play, and there aren't many 38-yard plays that you can really call in the huddle out there, you know? So I think he was trying to get something first, and that was the reason why it was a little bit later than what we would have said we would have liked.
All right, so the ball's at the 38 with 11 seconds to go, 2nd and 1. No timeouts left, so the ball's going to be down the field. Geschel rolling left. Getting pressured, and he will be sacked and taken down. A big sack from the Eden defensive line, and that's going to be the end of the second quarter. And when we come back, we'll be live on the field. It's 20-20 here at halftime here at Eden between the Eden Raiders and the Lackawanna Steelers.
Let's give Slating some credit before we go, because that's who got that sack, number 27, Tayson Slating. So we want to make sure he gets some credit before we go over to halftime.
All right, halftime here between Eden and the Steelers. We'll be right back.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to wnyImmediatecare.com for more information.
Does he do car? Forget about it. How about home? Forget about it. Does he get good rates? Forget about it. And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy? Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
Welcome back here to Eden. It's halftime between Eden Raiders and the Lackawanna Steelers. 20-20 is the score. Tom, first thoughts here on this first half? That was quite an interesting half.
Hold on, we're joined by some special guests here. We got
Oh,
the
boy.
Eden cheerleader.
That's right.
Hey, listen, big half right here, no doubt about it. Listen, how'd the Eden team look today? Great. Awesome. We got senior night here, no doubt about it. But listen, what we saw was the tale of two quarters in here. First quarter, absolutely, we saw Lackawanna take advantage of running the ball, own time of possession, did it all right now in the first quarter. Eden comes back and answers in the second quarter, takes it there. Special teams becomes key. Big turnover, starts to run the ball. What I liked about what Eden did, changed the set. They went to that double wing set right there, changed it, got back into a more of a passing set, passed the ball very effectively. You saw Sweet do that, but also ran the ball real effectively out of that set. I like the answer from Eden, but it's got to figure out how to stop this running game over on Lackawanna. But Lackawanna, let's talk about the positives over there. Geschel does it right. We saw him come in, throw the ball. We saw Lackawanna run the ball three different ways. I like what I'm seeing on both sides of the ball. We got a great second half ahead of us.
Yeah, Lackawanna had a great first half. Good job by Eden, though. They were down 12-0 in this game. They get the 2 touchdowns. It's been a great game, but what they've done great in this first half time, they've taken advantage of the turnovers of Lackawanna. They've had 3, 2 in their territory. Both, guess what, ended up in their end zone.
I'll tell you what could be the difference in this game. Special teams. Remember, You got a kicker right here in Eden that's kicking the ball that's got their extra points. Missed the first one, got the next two. You had two two-point conversions that didn't happen with Lackawanna. They're only going for 2-point conversions. Could special teams be the difference in this game?
How about Sweet? 1 touchdown on the year. He's got 2 tonight. Wasn't expecting that, were you?
There was some great throws right there. It really was. You're right. I thought we were going to see run. Eden decided to pass today. Look at what happens.
Harrington had a touchdown pass of a catch of 13 yards, and then Mazzacro had one as well. A great first half. I'm expecting a great second half. Girls, you ready? Yeah. All right.
We're going to hold on. We're going to turn it over to the girls. You guys going to show us what you got. So let's turn it over to them right now. They're going to show themselves. There you go. Great job, girls. Thanks for joining us at halftime.
All right, back to you guys upstairs. 2020 at half.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
Okay, before we go to halftime, we gave Eden their shot. Their cheerleaders got their moment. Lackawanna cheerleaders, you deserve your moment. Let's see what you got. Awesome job. Way to go. We'll kick it back up as we go up to finish out the second half.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
If you've been injured in an auto accident, large or small, call 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab right away. If you are in pain or just sore, don't take chances. Call RES today and take advantage of their 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. With no copays, RES will help navigate the confusing world of no-fault insurance with you, so you can concentrate on getting better. 681-4088. RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. The most important call you can make after an auto accident.
can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to wnyImmediatecare.com for more information.
Does he do car? Forget about it. How about home? Forget about it. Does he get good rates? Forget about it. And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy? Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, this is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Paul Wolf Agency, how can I help?
I got a problem. I got a big problem. The house flooded overnight, everything's destroyed, and I don't know what to do.
You can relax. The wolf is on his way.
What's the damage?
It's bad.
As opposed to good? It's 20 minutes away. I'll be there in 10.
You're Teddy?
Yes, sir.
I'm Paul Wolf. I solve problems.
Oh, good, because I got a big one in here.
May I come in?
Absolutely. Mr. Wolf, can I get you a cup of coffee?
Welcome back here to halftime, just under a minute to go, in a game that's 20-20 between the Eden Raiders and the Lackawanna Steelers, in a game that started off 12-0 for the Steelers. The Raiders came right back and tied it. Well, back and forth, a couple turnovers in that game, or the first half, I should say, and we are ready to go for a great second half with a 20-20 score. Tom Prince, Joe Daniel here live from Eden at WNY Athletics. Tom, thoughts on that first half as we get going for the second?
Like I said at the halftime show, it was Lackawanna wins the first quarter, Eden wins the second. I love the change that both coaches made going into this game, and really Eden in during the game, where Eden changes more to a pass set, and you can see been a very effective passing the ball in the second quarter. Lackawanna, love the change between quarterbacks. I think you're using them both effectively right now, using their strengths. I'll tell you, now becomes which coach is going to make those second half adjustments defensively right now to make the stops of the other team.
And for Eden, what do you do defensively? I mean, Douglas had some big gains there on the ground. They gave up a couple passing throws too. So for Eden first, what does Eden have to do defensively to stop Lackawanna?
Well, you can see you got to close those gaps. There's been a couple big holes right there in the offensive line that really opened up to allow some of those runs. You can't allow it. You got to fill those gaps. You got to fill them up quickly. You got to make sure you get those hits and be able to make sure that you can see somebody like Douglas doesn't get into open space.
I will say for Lackawanna, my key to the second half, stop turning the ball over. You had a special teams one. You fumbled the ball inside the Raiders' red zone looking to score. I mean, you scored the next drive anyways, and then you threw an interception. 3 turnovers in that first half, protect the ball. It's kind of hurt them a little bit. That's why the game's tied, because 2 of those have been inside their territory, and guess what? Raiders took full advantage of those. So the Steelers will kick off from left to right. Raiders deferred. They won the toss to start the game, and they'll get the ball to start the second half in a game that's tied. Tuesday night high school football here from Eden. As we wrap up week 7 here in high school football. This one's going to be picked up the 25, 30, 35, finding some space, a good run, and knocked out at the 42, and that was Austin Schrouda. And Schrouda had a great return.
Schroeder, again, what is that? It's a special teams win right there, right? I say it in so many games. Special teams will have an effect and can be a difference whether you win or lose a game. And Eden has been showing that today, right? We saw field position as far as punts. We've seen great punting, directional punting from them, right? We saw the turnover that happened, and then, of course, the extra points.
So 1st and 10 from the 46. Harrington pitches it to Sweet, and Sweet, not much room, gets shoved out of bounds around the 1.
Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't, was it Sweet?
Yeah, it was Sweet,
yep.
And Aulud Allah with the tackle here. So maybe a gain of yard, but just good defense there on a first pitch.
I am a little surprised to see them come back in this set, right? Especially because they didn't really, it wasn't effective in the first half. They're going to stick with it right here.
So 2-yard gains, 2nd and 8. Harrington under center. Schroeder with the carry. Schroeder is going to get a first down, and he gets pushed forward. And a first down on a nice run by Schroeder. So Schroeder here, he had the kick return, and then he gets a big gain here for first down. So a first down for the Raiders off the run from Schroeder.
First down in that set we saw, too. Got a great job of getting outside the tackles on that one to get some open space and turn that into a positive.
Harrington again under center. This time he's going to hand it off. It's going to go forward for about 5 and pushing forward. Let's see who they're going to give the official carry to. But it was about a 5-yard run.
Looked like the carry there was by number 14 is who it was.
It looks like Harrington, Woods kept it, I'm sorry. So 2nd and 4.
Eden getting the push we didn't see right in that first half in this set. Getting a nice push off the line right now.
Here's Sweet. And Sweet's going to get sent right back as Harrington pitched it back to him. So multiple plays out of this formation, but they had so much success spreading it out. I mean, they had the nice run by Schroeder, but now we're going to have a 3rd down. And it's going to be officially about a 3rd and 5.
So I apologize. We had number 77 on that tackle right there, but he's not on our roster, so we apologize. We can't give credit to who number 77 was.
So this time, Tom, they're going to spread them out with Sweet and the shotgun formation. Sweet looking to pass. Going deep. Just out of the arms of his intended receiver on 4th down. Coming up.
I think he had to throw it a little earlier than he wanted. You saw that they got penetration right in there as it was number 53 right there. Sam, Sunday's younger brother right there, who got great penetration into the backfield. And I think made Sweet throw that just a hair earlier than he wanted to, as you saw his receiver right now just breaking right now almost into the open area.
Yeah, Schroeder got by his man, just missed him. So 4th down and 5, they're going for it. In a 4-wide receiver set. Here's another throw near the sideline. It's incomplete.
In and out right there, unfortunately.
Yeah, intended for Harrington. He had him. It's just if he would have fired that in there, he might have caught it. So it's going to be a turnover on downs. But a good chance, a good opportunity. I mean, I would have gone for that, too, with where you had the ball.
Oh, 100%, Joe. I agree with you. That was a great call. You had to go for it down in this area.
So the first possession of the second half for Eden will end in the turnover on downs.
Joe, we found out who number 77 is. It's how he crosses who it is. So we want to give him some credit right there on that last tackle.
So 1st down and 10 from the 36 with 9:39 left of the 3rd quarter. Here's a run for Douglas, and Douglas is going to get a few and getting tackled here by the Raiders defense. So they've had a couple good stops, but Douglas has gotten the better of the defensive line here tonight. We're going to see how they mark it officially. I'd say about a 3-yard gain. So 2nd and 7.
So far, second half, right? First wing goes to Lackawanna, stops right there the pass that we saw they needed to do. Now, does Eden have that same answer right here?
Rivers hands it off, and here's a carry, and near the first down for the Steelers, and I believe that was Al-Shawawi. And they're going to say it's a first down at the 41. 46.
Yep, that's who it is. That's the number that we've been talking
about.
Yeah,
we talked
right
about
there.
He may have had a couple carries slip behind us.
That I said, watch out. He's the one that I want you to watch out for when he comes out in the field.
And he's out there again. Rivers keeps it. Rivers has some space at the 50 to 45, 40. 35 and shoved out of bounds inside the 35. So Rivers with the quarterback keeper rolls out left. Another big gain, and Rivers has had some good runs when he's done that tonight.
That's a 40 time I want to know right there, right? He gets some afterburners. When he turns it on, he has got some wheels.
Well, when I was younger, I could run a 4.4, and I used to think that was fast. And you see all these college guys, and you're like, okay, maybe it wasn't that fast. But I was such a choppy.
4.4 is pretty dang good, I'll tell you
and
that.
I was a choppy runner, too. So I actually worked really hard for that 4.4. So 1st and 10 from the 34. The keeper from Rivers. Rivers going to give it to Al-Shawawi. Al-Shawawi, another good run inside the 30 near the 27. So just very methodical with Al-Shawawi. And then you've got Douglas. So 2 very good runners here.
And don't forget about Ware, too. Ware's that big back and he's coming in right now, right?
Yeah, and
he's that change of pace back right there.
And we haven't really seen Ware in a little bit either. So a good opportunity for Ware on a 2nd and 5. Second and 5 from the 30. First possession of this third quarter for the Steelers. We've seen Rivers under center a lot tonight. Rivers hands it off to Douglas, and Douglas is wrapped up by the legs. And a great play by Vicario getting that tackle. You've got to go low on him, and they did. And it's like Derrick Henry. You got to go low, and they did. And they're going to get rewarded for that.
You had to get that Bills reference in, didn't you?
Always. Always. You know, it's funny. They lost last night, and I still couldn't sleep. I wasn't even upset.
I think you and the entire Buffalo area were in the same boat as you were.
Because if they would have gone and kicked the field goal and lost in overtime, they still wouldn't have heard the end of it. It was a lose-lose situation. The only way they were going to.
But it would have kept everyone up even longer is what it would have done.
Oh, thank God a lot of people are still working from home. Oh, my goodness. So 3rd and 6. No gain on that run. Looks like we got Chase in there as a fullback. Rolling out. Rivers pressured. Rivers throws it, and it's incomplete. Great pressure, and it was tipped. So it was tipped. But great pressure, though, by Harrington. It's going to bring up a 4th down.
Big stop right now. Now, what a difference it would be to see both teams come out and make the defensive changes both teams have needed to make to get the stops. It just shows I really like what I've seen from both these teams, especially all the changes they've made by that coaching staff. I really like what I've seen in this game. It's been a great game.
Eden went for a 4th and 5 inside the Steelers.
Oh, they're going for it.
They're going for it, too.
Oh, 100%. No doubt about it.
All right, so which team's going to get it? The Raiders did not. Now the Steelers have their 4th down opportunity on a similar play just around the same side.
Gesell's back in at quarterback.
Yep, Gesell's in quarterback. Gesell's going to pass. Gesell's going deep. He's got a man, and it is caught. Gesell again with a deep ball for a touchdown. He's done that a couple times tonight, and the Steelers take the lead.
And I think that was, if I'm correct, was it Alexander Hall who caught that? Let's see. We're going to take a look at it. We're going to get the replay. So here comes the replay right here.
Yeah, it looks
so
like it was
You
Hall.
can see Geschel goes back and throws it deep right here. You can see. And look at this. Finds right now, right in the end zone. Hits him right in the number right there, as that was
number 5 Hall.
Was it 5 or 9?
They've got it listed as 5.
That's 5, okay.
So we're going to give it to 5 here. So Geschel, and then they're going to do for a 2-point conversion. Geschel throws it, it's knocked away. So one thing the Raiders defense has done a great job on those 2-point conversions. They've really made it tough on the Steelers. So 26-20, and another long touchdown pass from Geschel, and he's really shown his arm strength.
I said it to you before the game, right? It's the one player that didn't have the stats that we've really seen this year, but we've seen him play. We know what he's capable of. We've seen it last year, and we know that when he gets that arm go and he can find an open man, he'll hit him. Watch out. He's a very good quarterback, and he's shown that today. And every opportunity he's been given, he's really stepped up big right here, and you got to give him credit. But like I said, I love the change of pace that we've really seen, because Rivers and the speed that he's shown when he gets into that moment at quarterback too, he's been a tough tackle, and he's really had 20, 25-yard gains himself just be able to run the ball.
So when Geschel comes into the game, it's a change of pace. Do you think Eden should realize maybe a pass is coming?
That's not true, because Geschel can run the ball too.
Geschel can run too.
You saw some of those tough runs that he had earlier. So it's not something where it's an automatic he's going to pass it. He is capable of running the ball, and he's a very tough runner, hard runner, and tough to take down.
So now with the 2-point conversion, they missed it. If Eden can come down and tie this game, they're a extra point away from taking the lead.
And what did I say at halftime?
Special teams.
Don't be surprised that it's going to be the kicking game or special teams that could be the difference in this game.
Yeah, multiple plays on the 2-point conversion Steelers have missed. There's been a couple extra points. It's not been clean from that standpoint. And we've had a fumble.
Eden's gone down twice in this game. This is the 3rd time now. Can they answer again?
And this time they're going to get around the 35 and wrapped up. And that's where they're going to start their next possession.
It looked like that was Glover who wrapped him up right there in the tackle.
Yeah, and it looks like Souter had the carry, the return again. So 6 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter, as the Steelers have taken a 26-20 lead of a touchdown pass from Geschel to Alexander Hall. So 1st and 10 from the 35. The Raiders' last drive ended on a turnover on downs. Here's Schroeder. And Schroeder just got about 4, finally got pushed back as Douglas with the tackle.
Yeah, I think they're going to give him, 3 yards on this?
You know, Tom, I'm always a yard short on those. I'm like, it's 4, but it's 3.
Well, if you look, because you can't look at the markers, right? Because the markers guys tried to guess it in a lot of cases. What I'll always do is look at the ref that's right now closest to us. He'll set up to where it is, where they're going to lay down the ball, and that's usually where you can tell early on.
There's a handoff up the middle. And it's going to, all it's going to do is make it a more manageable 3rd down. So Woods with the tackle. I'm sorry, Woods with the run. So Woods right up the middle on that. And it's going to bring up a very manageable 3rd down here. So that bunch formation we've seen a lot here in this 3rd quarter on their 2nd drive. Officially listed as 3rd and 3. Sweet. Has it off the pitch, throws it back. He's got a man open. Oh, that's a flag. There it is. Yep, they were going for Harrington, and Harrington got pushed. Oh, that was a great play call. So the flag on the play, pass interference against the Steelers on a 3rd and 3. I always wonder, I mean, it happens so quick, Tom, but like, you know, if they would have just looked for the ball a little bit quicker, maybe they could have gone up for it.
But that's going to be a 1st down right there, as those yards will get them the 1st down.
So off the penalty, They're going to push this ball up to the 42. Actually, the 43. The 43. Harrington under center. And they're going to push that forward just for a couple. Harrington keeps it. So on this drive, Tom, they really haven't spread them out. But they're moving the ball, help with the penalty.
Well, on that one, on the passing interference, you know what I mean? Yeah, but you're right. We haven't seen it for, consecutive plays. We haven't seen them really spread it out right now.
So ball's at the 41. It's a 2nd and 8 officially. The 2-yard run from Harrington, who's under center again. Sweet and Souter on the sides of him. Harrington keeps it, rolls right. Harrington's at the 35, 31st down, and finally slammed down to the ground, but they're going to get a first down. So a nice run by Harrington, keeping it, rolling right, and it's going to be a first down.
One of the first wrinkles we've seen out of that set, right? Took off and got right out to past the tackles right there. Did a great job getting past the line, out to the ends, into the open space, right? Very different than what we saw trying to run it up the middle. And when you see teams that are doing that constantly, trying to get that push up the middle, let them get the push. We'll take it to the outside, and there's your positive run there for a first down.
The ball's at the 32, 1st and 10. Harrington to Souter to Sweet, and Sweet's going to get a couple. So a couple trick plays. I don't go to a lot of high school football games, Tom, but this is a unique play that I've never seen before.
Well, it's something you see in this set, right? Because you have so many different handoffs, right? And that's what you're trying to do, is to be able to get misdirection is what you're trying to do, to find that hole, find that gap right there. And no matter what, 3-4 yards is still effective. Remember, you keep doing that all day and you're going to keep getting first downs is what you're going to keep doing. And you're going to own the time of possession.
So Harrington under center now is 2nd and 7. Ball's at the 29. Harrington pitches it out to Sweet. Sweet finds a hole, trying to cut out. He does at the 20, finally wrapped down at the 20-yard line. And all that's going to do is make it a very short 3rd down.
Nice job. Sweet also showing his speed. I'll tell you, they're going to give him the first down.
Well, they're going to give him a first down.
Yep.
All right. So first down at the 29.
And you can see Sweet, when he gets into the open field, shows his speed too. He's got some speed, and when he gets outside, he's done a great job of making it and be able to make to that turn, get to that corner, and do a good job of turning some what have been negative plays into positive.
First down for the 22. Here's Schroeder, and Schroeder's going to fall forward for just a couple. But as Tom said, just, you keep doing that, you keep possession of the ball, and the clock just continues to tick.
And again, what you're doing is keeping the ball away from Lackawanna, right? We've seen them with the quicker drive so far today, right, where they've been able to strike quicker. But I love the way they're controlling this. And like I said, especially when you're talking about it could come down to an extra point or something like that, you keep controlling this to where you can keep it a one-possession game, to where that comes into play, it could really benefit Eden.
Harrington under center. Harrington going to roll out right. He's got some blockers, and there's a flag. First down for the 2nd, but a flag, and this one's definitely coming back.
He pointed at his foot there. It was a kick? Oh, no, it was a hold. Did you see that? He pointed at his foot is what he did.
He might have wanted to stretch out that leg for a second.
He pointed at his foot and then did the hold call for us.
All right, so holding, it's too bad because Harrington had more than enough for first down, but that one's coming back.
Yeah, that was. And that's been that same play that we saw was effective right earlier we talked about, where he got to the outside quickly. That play is absolutely there for them, and you'll see we'll end up seeing that definitely in the 4th quarter.
So injury timeout, 26-20. Eden's moving down the field, though. And we're going to take a quick timeout. We'll be right back.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today. and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
Welcome back to Eden for Tuesday Night Football here in WNY Athletics. We still have the injury timeout here, as it looks like the injured Steeler is getting up on his feet. Just want to remind you, Wednesday afternoon, we got the High School Football Weekly Show with Tom and Frank. And Friday night, we got the final drive of Francis Beck. And I just might be joining him again because I'm just having so much fun with Francis every Friday. And I always say I'm not going to help him out, but all right, so let's see. Yes, we did compare your brother to Derrick Henry. You're welcome there. I'm sorry that Derrick Henry also ran over the Bills. But, yes, he's having a great game. Thank you for the comment. Appreciate everyone listening in tonight. It means a lot. We love coming out here to these high school football games, the basketball, the whole experience, and it's our pleasure to be here. I know Tom loves it as well. All right, 2nd and 14 for the Raiders. Here's a run to the left side and push back, and finally taken down as Harrington is going to lose some yardage. So this time, Tom, it was the first time he ran from center to left, because all his other runs were to the other side, and that one is going to lose some yards.
Well, Sweet came this way, just got that first down, came to this side, right?
Yeah.
It's been Harrington that's been running to the other side.
Correct.
Is where it is. But I'm going to tell you, that's a huge tackle by Smalls.
Yeah.
Smalls comes up and really gets penetration back there and be able to stop that from happening. Give Smalls a ton of credit defensively right there.
All right, so 3rd and 18. It's going to bring up Sweet into the shotgun formation as the Raiders have controlled the time of possession here in this third quarter. Now face a long 3rd down. Sweet rolling right. He's getting pressured. Sweet looking downfield. Crosses the line. He runs, and he's going to get a decent amount back, if not half. So good job by Sweet using his legs, gaining some yards back. It's going to bring up a more manageable 4th down.
Looks like they're going to put it right at the original line of scrimmage right there. So we're going to get a 4th and 10 right here.
And that's really what you wanted, right? Get half the yards back.
Yep, but I wonder, you see a whole new set come in right now. Are they going to...
They're going to try to kick a field goal.
The field goal right here.
All right, so instead of a 4th and 10 with 5 seconds to go, they're going to go for a field goal from Souter, lined up at around the 30-yard line. So a long field goal from Souter. Placeholder is Harrington. The snap, it's low. Souter with the kick, and it is up, and it is just short. So Souter comes up short, but a good look for Eden as they still trail 26-20, and a missed opportunity with the time of possession favoring them in the third quarter. 2 drives, they both come up empty.
Yeah, so that literally is how they're going to finish the third quarter.
So end of the third quarter, it's 26-20. Steelers in the lead. We'll be right back on WNY Athletics.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYImmediatecare.com for more information.
Welcome back here to Eden, Tuesday Night Football on WNY Athletics. As we enter the fourth quarter, Tom Prince, Joe Daniel here. So the only points of the quarter was a touchdown pass from Geschel to Hall. The Raiders controlled the time of possession, only limiting the Steelers to one possession. Fortunately, that one ended up in the end zone. Raiders go 0 for 2 in their possessions, one on a fourth down turnover on downs, and then a missed field goal. Here's a run to Douglas. Douglas has a first down. He's got a lot more and past the 40.
Nice run. That's that hole that we talk about, right? Opens up nice, and you can see when Douglas gets into the open space, does a great job of really being able to turn some of these runs into huge runs.
So first down, officially marked at the 41. As the Steelers here only have their second possession of this second half. Both teams have done a good job controlling the ball in the second half. So at the 41, here's a run to Douglas again. Douglas just powering his way through to the 35. We do have an injury on the field, back behind the line of scrimmage. And let's see what number that is, but I don't know, Tom, if you saw what happened behind the play.
I didn't, but I just saw Douglas take right up the middle right there, and I was following him the whole way. You could see he just found really the hole right up the middle, and is just now is where you're seeing this offensive line for Lackawanna really start to take control, because those holes right now are getting bigger and bigger, and you see that's the reason for some of these large runs.
All right, quick timeout with the injury. 26-20 is our score. We'll be right back.
Does he do car? Forget about it. How about home? Forget about it. Does he get good rates? Forget about it. And you're saying there's no problem too big for this guy? Forget about it. Paul, this is Johnny, the guy we've been talking about. Johnny, this is Paul Wolf.
Mr. Wolf, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for the invite.
Not a problem. It's Paul, not Mr. Wolf.
Oh, sorry, Paul.
Johnny, forget about it. For all your insurance needs, call 835-WOLF and...
After the injury timeout, 21, Shamar Ware was the injured Steeler. He is carried off the field, but it looks like he'll be okay. There's a run to number 8, Muhammad Al-Shawawi. And there's a flag on the play.
So, Joe, I'll show you another difference right now in this game that you can see here, and I'm going to flash it for everybody, is the total yardage right now. Lackawanna, 408 total yards, 308 on the ground, versus 175 total yards right now for Eden. That right there is the difference right now you can say in the score in this game.
And look at the yards attempted here with the gain of almost a little over 9 yards. So the hold's going to push them back.
Even though the scores you could see was close, remember Eden scores right now in a very short field for one of their possessions, so that's why there wasn't a lot of yards in that one.
Correct. So there was a hold on the play. It's going to move the ball back. As Getchell is in the game at quarterback. He is under center with the pink socks. Getchell hands it off. And Alawawi, nice carry here of a couple. And we've seen him here get a couple carries here, and he's had success too.
All three of them have had success running the ball, right, if you think about it. And then you add in, Rivers can run the ball out of the quarterback position, so can Geschel. It really has been a very effective day running the ball right now for Lackawanna.
So they're only going to give him a yard, so 2nd and 9 at the 10-minute mark of the fourth quarter in a 26-20 game here as we end week 7 here in Eden. Getchell hands it off, and this one again is not going to go very far. It looks like Alawawi again.
Great penetration, though, by Eden on that time. Did you see that's one of the first times this drive. We've really seen them in the backfield right now getting the penetration they need, hence the big stop right there they got on the run.
And, Tom, this is a big third down because obviously we're in four-down territory with where they're at.
I agree with you. That's what I was going to say is, yeah, it is a big third down, but this is fourth down territory. So
exactly.
You got 2 shots at this. You really do.
And Eden wants to make sure they don't get Lackawanna any closer to make this any either. Getchell to throw, gets it out, and quickly wrapped up. There's a flag, and it was thrown to Hall. Hall's got a touchdown pass, but there was a flag. And it looks like Hall is limping.
Chop block right there, as you can see, against Lackawanna.
So not only was there a penalty, Hall comes up limping. So not a good sequence here for the Steelers on a third down. And the Raiders here looking to see what they want to do, and I think they're going to push them back here to make it a longer third down.
Yeah, and the chop block is going to be a 15-yarder is what it's going to be.
So it's 3rd and 9. Now you're looking at a 3rd and 24. And then the ball's on the 48.
But remember, we've seen big plays already by Lackawanna. They're going to go into a passing set. You can't allow that big play to happen right now.
First down markers at the 27. Getchell, back to pass, going deep. Got a man, he's got Hall, and he overshoots him. He was going deep for Hall, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No, fourth down.
A fourth down.
So it'll be
Sorry,
fourth down. They're going to punt this, but give Harrington credit. Harrington makes Getchell throw that ball early, right? He gets penetration in, hits Getchell as he throws. He's got to get that one off a little early, and hence that's why you saw it take off a little farther. But give Harrington credit on that one defensively.
So fourth down and 24.
So it looks like they're not going to punt this unless Getchell takes a couple steps back and punts it himself. They going to go for this.
Getchell,
no, it's that pooch punt, right?
Getchell does do a pooch kick and goes out inside the 30. At the 27 exactly. All right, so the Raiders, thanks to a penalty.
Getchell gets hurt. Look at that. He's hopping off the field on 1 foot.
Yeah, now Getchell's hurt. You got Hall hurt. So that drive that was looking good for them, a couple injuries here in Getchell, who's had some good snaps. He's on the ground. Hopefully it's just a cramp. So thanks to the chop block, the Raiders get the stop.
Yeah. Listen, penalties, right? It comes into play right here. Now can Eden answer? They got the stop they needed. Can they answer with 8:41 left?
First down at the 28. The pitch to Sweet. And a gain of a couple. And I'm sorry, that was not Sweet. That was Schroeder with the carry.
So this will be interesting how we're going to see the two different formations mix into this, right? Because obviously right now Eden wants to completely control this clock and keep the ball away from Lackawanna, but you got to put points on the board.
Harrington pitched to Sweet, and Sweet just gets wrapped up again, and he's really struggled to find some space when he's gotten the carry in that formation. It just, there's been nothing there.
Well, look, you got 3 of the defensive linemen. Where?
Yep.
Look where the line of scrimmage was, and look at where all the defensive linemen are. They're getting big penetration right there, and when you're pushing that offensive line back, there's nowhere to go. And the only way you're going to try to find something is to go backwards deep to be able to try to get to the outside. You do that, and you could be talking about big losses.
All right, so we have another injury timeout, unfortunately. Let's talk about Week 8 coming up, rivalry week. What's the biggest rivalry in high school sports that you're looking forward to this weekend?
Listen, when you talk about biggest rivalry, right, is it the one I want to watch, or is everyone's going to say it's been going on for 100 years? Or, you know what I mean? There's a lot of big rivalries to have fun with, right? Ken West, Ken East, big rivalry. You're going to see right there. West Seneca East. Those are automatically big rivalries. North Tonawanda, the TNT game. Of course everybody wants to see that one, right? we've got Cheektowaga Maryville, which we're going to cover right out there. Another big rivalry game. And it's a lot of these times. How about Hamburg Frontier with a playoff spot on the line as far as seeding goes, right? Where you're going to be seeded, that game comes into huge play that they're going to go at each other. There's just tons of rivalries that are going to be going on. And to me, right now, even though it's not a Section 6 rivalry week, how do you not say Canisius St. Brandy's right now is not going to be one of those big rivalry games?
Two teams who prepare all season to face each other in the championship game. I'm excited for Frontier. Frontier's had a really good year, and I'm going to name drop a player to watch out in about 2 years. Anthony Schifo, he's a kicker for the modified. This kid can kick the ball. He's going to be a big difference in varsity in about a year. So look out for him. Here's a throw from Sweet. Caught and taken down right away.
And that was Smalls on that hit, number 2 right there. That big hit to make right now the fourth down that you're now going to have to punt away.
So 4th down. And they're going to go for it inside their territory unless they pooch kick it. But
yeah, wow. Are you shocked that they'd go for this?
Yeah, it's a 4th and 4. They got 3 yards off the play to Masico.
Wow, they are going to go for this. Let's see what happens right here. Unless, like you said, it's going to be a step back and punt.
Sweet. Pass. And he's got a man. It's caught by Harrington. It's a 1st down. And on a big 4th down, they threw to Quinn Harrington, and Harrington's had some great catches tonight. 1st down, Raiders inside their own territory as the clock gets closer to 6 minutes and 30 seconds, and they might have said, are we going to get the ball back? And
Coach, you got some guts.
I mean,
I love it, man. You got some guts right there. 4th and 4,
Tom,
way down in territory. You got to love that.
Even in Madden, I'm not going for that. All right, so 1st and 10 for Sweet. Sweet's going to keep it. The 45 near the 1st down marker, and it's going to be short, but Sweet with the quarterback sneaker gains about 9.
You got to go back to that play. I mean, you got to give credit to there. That right now, tell me that's not a boost to your team to say, I believe in you guys so much that I know you're going to get this 1st down and do something. And that you wonder if that's enough momentum right now to help Eden try to score on this drive.
2nd and 1. Sweet again. Quick throw. And it is caught. 1st down by Schroeder. And finally, taken down inside the 30. So some big throws by Sweet to Harrington to Schroeder. And it's a 1st down as Eden's moving the ball down the field with 5 minutes and 35 left to go in this game.
I'll tell you what it's been is that double wing setup that you see out there, right?
Not easy throws.
No, as set up right now, what's happening that we're seeing right now, those plays have set this up for these throws, and boy, Sweet has been on target right here in the 4th quarter.
All right, so another 1st down and 10. Sweet looking to keep it, and there's a flag, a face mask as he throws it, but that's the face mask going to be, I'm going to guess, Joran Jones. So it's another mistake here from the Steelers because they got the stop, but they got their hands in there. Looks like a face mask.
We'll see what it is. And if it is,
yep.
Yeah, there it is. And that's a 15-yarder right there is what that means.
And they had stopped them on 1st and 10. They were going to lose yardage. There was no reason to get your hand in there. So a mistake from the Steelers is going to give the Raiders an extra 15 yards. And remember, the Steelers have gone for multiple 2-point conversions, and they've missed it. But Eden has to get in the end zone first, and they have to have the extra point go through. So nothing's a given here. Just saying, they have a chance if they get a touchdown extra point, they would have the lead. In a great Tuesday night matchup.
Yeah, we definitely loved this game, right? Didn't know what to expect coming in here, but boy, we have gotten everything we've wanted and more.
Steelers coming in at 2-4, and the Raiders at 4-3. They are giving us one heck of a game here on WMO Athletics here on Tuesday Night Football. All right, so 1st and 10, balls at the 15. Yep, and we're under 5. Sweet looking to pass. And it is caught. And inside the 10 by Masako. Masako came out of nowhere. Did you see Souter? And I thought it was going to be miscommunication. Masako's there. He catches it.
Well, that was actually, you could see a design play right there. But no doubt you saw that it looked like Souter, this was going to go to him. But what he was doing was ultimately taking the defender out of play right there, right?
And he did.
And you saw perfect timing play right there.
So that's what perfect timing looks like. I don't see that always in our flag football teams. Maybe this is the week. All right, 2nd and 4. 4 minutes and 15 seconds to go. One of the impressive drives here for the Raiders, and it's coming up big time. Sweet. Going to keep it rolling right. Sweet's got some space trying to run out the guys here. Finally grabbed and taken down by number 4, Amir Douglas.
So it's going to be a loss on that one, but I'll tell you, Sweet does a good job. That could have been a major loss right there. Looks like it's going to be a yard loss, but it could have been much worse, as Sweet does a good job of getting to the outside and at least making sure that wasn't a big loss.
So 2-yard loss, 3rd and 6. Remember, they went for it on a 4th down inside their own territory on the throw to Harrington, and that's what's led to them getting this opportunity late here in this 4th quarter. Sweet back to pass again. Sweet throwing. He's got a man open. In and out of the hands, and it's picked off. And an interception. It was not controlled by the Raiders. And the Steelers get the big stop and a turnover, the second one of the day, taking it away from the Raiders.
That's a tough one. It goes in and out of the receiver's hands right there, and unfortunately out of the receiver's hands, in the defender's hands. You know, you can't do anything. Sweet does a job where only his receiver could have caught it, but unfortunately bounces off his hands and into the defender. And, you know, now with 3:47. Now, here's the thing.
Yep.
You get 3 and out, you're going to get still good field position, but you got to get 3 and out. Your defense has got to step up when you know Lackawanna is going to run this ball.
So off the turnover, the ball's at the 9-yard line, and a flag.
And it looks like it's going to be offsides.
Let's see what they're going to call. Yep, and that's going to be offsides as the Raiders are moving back. Are they a little bit? Let's see. Yes, they did. They moved 5 yards up. So offsides for the Raiders. So 1st and 5. Getchell hands it off. And a run that's going to get closer to the 20. And that was Amir Douglas with the carry.
But a big 4 yards right now and make this 2nd and short, right? You really need a big stop. I mean, if they get the first down here, right now, this next set of downs becomes key because you need good field position if you're going to go ahead and get a chance to score in this game. 3:21. That clock's going to keep ticking right now.
So 3rd and 1 into the game. Getchell, who had just handed off to Douglas. Getchell with his pink socks. He's under center. Getchell hands it off. There's a flag on the play.
And a stop, right? I don't think they got the first down here.
Yeah, Tom, I think he's short because the ref didn't say it was across the line.
But is this a hold right now, too, where this goes even farther back?
Holding, yep, holding against the Steelers. And he didn't get the first down?
Well, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because they're going to
put the
push it
hold,
back anyways.
right? They want to go back here. They want this to go farther back.
Because this is a field position thing,
Yep.
right?
Yep. What you're trying to do right now is to make it so they're going to have to punt and give Eden good field position so they get one last chance to try to score and win this game.
And if the Raiders can get a stop, they would have done a great job because they've used no timeouts here. And not much time has come off this clock.
Well, it's been a minute and almost a minute and a half. If you think.
Yeah, but there's still 3 minutes, though.
Right, but
Plenty of
remember,
time.
it was 4-something when they started.
Yeah. Oh, now they're moving up. All right, let's see where the Ball's going to be.
It's half the distance when they probably marked off a full 10 yards. So
Steelers
that's why.
going backwards or going forwards. Or going, it's good exercise. Count those steps.
Now, this becomes now still second down. So it looks like 2nd and 10. We're back to the original line of scrimmage right here. But now, Eden, if they've got any chance in this game, this has got to be the stops right here.
Getchell hands it off, and they're going to get that stop. Tackle by Souter. Now with 3rd down. As we're under 3.
So here's the question, right? Do you go to the air, take the risk of that possible turnover right here, or do you run it 2:34 and ticking right here, right? 2:34 and ticking, do you run it, try to take the time off and think your defense is going to be able to do what it's been doing all day?
Are you surprised that Eden hasn't called at least one timeout here?
Well, obviously what they're probably hoping is they can keep all 3 timeouts right here for their offense.
If this was Madden, I'd have 0 timeouts left. But Eden's got 3 at the 2-minute mark. And, all right, Steelers call a timeout. That's going to stop the clock at 2:06 with a 6-point lead.
I like the call. You got to get a first down here, right? So you got to talk this over. You're going to do everything. You obviously want to see what the defense alignment right now is. Good timeout for Lackawanna is you get this first down. Ultimately, the game is over right here.
So let's talk about the first half. There was 40 total points in that half. It was 20-20. 1 touchdown in the second half. Both teams' defense have really tightened up.
And what did we talk about going in? What defense or what changes were going to be made defensively from each team to be able to make the stops? And in some cases in Eden, it may have been the offensive changes they've made to really run the ball and get back to running to control that clock because Lackawanna really hasn't had the ball much.
Only a couple possessions in this second half as both teams trying to squeeze out a win here in the final game of Week 7. 2:06 remaining. Balls at the 9, 3rd and 10.
Western New York, does Lackawanna get the first down? Are they going to get the win they needed? Remember, this is Class C Central right now. Second place is on the line. This is big for both teams right here.
And in the game is Rivers. So Rivers at quarterback. 3rd and 10. Can Eden get the stop that they need? Rivers keeps it, rolling right. Rivers cuts it back in the middle, and he's wrapped up, and Eden gets the stop. And they call a timeout.
You've been waiting for that timeout. There it is. They just called it right there.
Joey Battleson, big tackle here. They only gained a few. So it's 4th down now.
1:56. Eden's got 2 timeouts. So the punt is obviously coming right here, right? So now the question is, where are they going to land as far as field position? Special teams again? Are we going to be talking about that coming into play?
Well, let's see here. Because, you know, a couple of times that I've seen when they kick the ball for a punt, the returners, they let the ball bounce. If they punt the ball, well, they should punt the ball here, but when they do, would the kick returner let it bounce, or is he going to try to catch it?
It depends how far it is away from them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you really, and some players are going to say, do you really want to risk running up into this? And if you're at full speed or you don't think you're going to get there to be able to make that catch, and then it becomes a turnover? Boy, do you really want that hanging on your shoulders, or you want to let it bounce?
And the sad thing is I've seen some balls really bounce. And
absolutely.
At 5-7 yards, it makes a difference.
But you've also seen it bounce the opposite way.
Yeah.
Right? It all depends.
Which way will the ball bounce if they don't catch it?
So
Great job.
Geshel's going to punt this. It's Geschel who's in the punt right now.
So Geshel's punting. Sweet's back there.
But look at where they are. They're only at right now the 35-yard line.
I know. They're almost like playing 2 safety back looking for them to go for it. But I can't see them doing that here. All right, so 1:57 to go. Getchell punts. Oh, almost blocked. Is there a flag?
There's a flag.
There is.
Guess what? That's running into the kicker right there. That's an automatic first down.
And the Raiders make a mistake on special teams. And as Tom said, it's going to be a first down off the penalty.
You can see them pleading their case, but the flag's been thrown. That's an automatic first down running into the kicker right there.
And it came down to special teams like we thought.
A special teams right now. Unfortunately, it's a flag on the special teams, but this will be an automatic first down, and Lackawanna is just going to need to really, run the ball is what you'll see them do. I don't know if they'll be able to take all knees because of the timeouts.
With 1:48 to go, the Raiders got that defensive stop. They went for the block punt. They took a chance, and it led to a penalty. So instead of getting the ball back, the Steelers have the ball with 1:48 remaining and just a chance here to run out the clock, playing it safe and protecting that ball. They've got a couple turnovers here, but you expect them just to really keep the ball on the ground.
Wait, they're declining it? So it must have been running. It must have not have been roughing the kicker. It was running into the kicker, which is only a 5-yard penalty.
So that'll give the ball back to...
That's the reason for the decline right there, okay? So that's the reason for the difference in the two penalties. It was not an automatic first down because it was running into the kicker. So you'll see is right now is they'll give them, because it was actually a very good kick as we saw, right? So they'll take it over right now. Eden gets a chance right now. Boy, what a difference. What a difference. That's a huge break right there for Eden. And you can see as we heard chants coming from the crowd that it was over because everyone thought that was an automatic first down. But running into the kicker's the call, not an automatic first down. Now Eden still gets its chance with 1:48 left.
So the decision goes into the Raiders' favor. They get the ball back, and we've got a great inning coming up here with 1:48 to go, 1st and 10 from the 44. Can the Raiders get a chance and move the ball down the field into the end zone? Sweet. To Harrington, tipped, and almost picked off by the Steelers. That ball was in the air. So second down.
That one was a little bit high, and you can see Harrington reached up for it to try to make a play right there. That's been the play that's worked with them offensively. As you see, it was, an out to Harrington as he cuts back in right there, looking to try to find running room in the middle of the field is what he does. But unfortunately, that pass was a little bit high, and luckily it wasn't intercepted right there.
2nd and 10 from the 44, 1:43 to go. Sweet. Back to pass. Throws it. Got a man open. Almost picked off. Good job, though, by the Raiders there. As Schroeder kind of played a little defense there. As Ian Ike was in there. Almost a turnover, but a 3rd and 10.
Give Sweet credit on that one. It was a rough snap that was there that he ended up being able to get control of himself to be able to even get that throw off right now.
So the first two plays have not gone the way of the Raiders. Both passes nearly intercepted, but they still have 2 more chances here.
But that one was more of a reason for a defensive, right? That again was Glover, who was right there. Glover's been a part of a lot of these stops right now when it comes to the air right now for Lackawanna. He has really been tough defensively.
3rd and 10. Ball's at the 44. Sweet. Looking. Down the field. It's up in the air.
Oh, that's going to be a passing interference.
But there's a pass interference. On the Steelers, Alexander Hall, number 5, was out there.
That was Harrington who that was intended for, as Harrington looked like he was almost going to be able to cut under that, right? Stop, make a big catch, and get more yards. Unfortunately, gets tripped up, but now you've got a first down in favor of Eden. Boy, what a game, folks.
So the flags here have helped both teams, because remember, this game could have been over with the call that they made on that block punt when they ran into the kicker. So it's a first down and 10 at the 41, a minute 30 to go with Sweet and the shotgun formation. Sweet, back to pass. His throw incomplete. Intended for Jacob Souter and 2nd down.
So this clock does stop, right? So no need to take a timeout here. 120, what is it, 126 left on the clock?
126, yep.
So you can see right now is still more than enough time. Eden still has 2 timeouts left, too.
2nd and 10. They got a first down off the pass interference from Hall. Other than that, they've had trouble completing passes on this drive. Sweet's going to take this one up the middle. Sweet's going to be tackled down at the 35. And good job wrapping him up for gain of 5. Timeout.
That was Ware in the tackle. If Ware doesn't tackle him and hold on to those ankles right there, Sweet breaks that one out. That's a minimum first down play right there if Ware doesn't wrap him up.
All right, so 5-yard gain, 3rd and 5. And Eden is down to 1 timeout. It's been a great game here, and a game that was tied 20-20. Only 1 touchdown in that 3rd quarter, and in the 2nd half was off of Geschel to Hall. And that's where we lead here with 1:18 left. Eden's had his chance. Remember, Eden missed the field goal in that 3rd quarter. But really what's kept them in this game here is...
But it wasn't like it was an easy field goal,
No,
right?
That was a hard field goal.
What do we think? It was 39 yards is what it was?
And he almost made
yards?
it. Yep.
Just short. It wasn't like it was a gimme field goal they missed. So, and to be honest with you, it wouldn't even come into factor here right now for this game because they can't kick a field goal. No, I shouldn't have said it would in the sense of if he would have made it, they would only have to kick a field goal to tie it right here. But no doubt right now, whoever, if Eden can score here, it's still going to come down to the kicking game because they're going to go for the extra point.
So 3rd and 4 from the 35. Sweet, the pass. And it's caught. And it's a first down, fighting for extra yards. And it was caught by number 20, Souter.
Souter does a good job of getting that first down, right? Getting those couple extra yards he needs for that first down. So the time stops right now just for the chains to move. They'll start the clock right now. This is almost like getting a timeout, right? Because the time stops for you at least.
On the whistle, under almost about a minute. Sweet, back to pass again, rolling right. Sweet, throws, caught by Harrington. Knocked in play. Near the inside the 25, but the clock keeps running with 50 seconds to go.
And that was Alexander Hall right there on the stop. 3-yard gain, it looks like.
1 timeout remaining. Sweet, a pass again. Near the sidelines, and it's caught. No, yep, it's caught. Yep.
He got him in. He got both feet in, no doubt about it.
Yep, Schroeder with another catch. So Schroeder has been phenomenal here as a go-to target for Sweet. 3rd and 2, 36 seconds left as they slowly but surely get down to the end zone.
And helps his team by getting out of bounds so they don't have to take a timeout right here. So big play both ways right there.
Ball's officially marked at the 19 on a 3rd and 2. Sweet. Pass caught to Harrington, out of bounds, first down. Another big 3rd down, and I'm really impressed with Sweet. Sweet, who really struggled in the beginning of this drive, has gone on fire when it mattered. 30 seconds to go. Ball's at the 12, first down and 10.
Wow, and listen, and we already know Eden was a part of a huge game last week with Depew where it came down to the very end. 42-37 in that game. Now you come back again and have to face Lackawanna, and you're in another fight right now.
1st and 10 from the 12. 1 timeout remaining. Sweet, back to pass again. Got a man open, tipped away. Good defense by the Steelers. Clock stops with the incompletion.
Hall gets his hand in right there to make that stop. Big stop right now. But again, at least it stops the clock right now at 22 seconds.
2nd and 10. Ball
2nd
still
and 10. What is it? The
ball at the 12.
12-yard line. So again, you have enough. You got to be careful with the run here. You can stop the clock, but it depends what Sweet sees here.
And we're going to have a timeout. Lackawanna. So Lackawanna's gone to one timeout. They wanted to see what Eden had to offer on that second down. So this has turned out to be a phenomenal game between two teams here in Class C.
So I'll tell you, if you listen to any of the senior night stuff that happened on here, you hear some of the memories that were on there. You know, some of the memories were the game last year against Lackawanna, which clinched a championship for Eden. You heard it come over the loudspeaker, multiple ones that are there. Now you're getting a chance to do it again, the same guys in senior night, to get your moment in time right now on senior night to try to get into the playoffs, because they're trying to get that number 2 seed. C division right now, one of the hardest to get into the playoffs, because it only goes 2-2-2 as you got North, Central, and South, and then 2 wild cards, and you don't want to come down to a wild card, I'll tell you that. I'll tell you, though, Eden right now on senior night trying to get those memories again, and Lackawanna trying to squash them. They've been big today. Who's going to win out?
Sweet. Back to pass again. Sweet. Caught. Did he catch it? Incomplete.
No, the ball's out, yeah.
And stops the clock at 17 seconds. Still got one timeout left, but it's going to bring up 3rd and 10 as the Steelers tightening up their defense here.
If he would have caught that, that would have been the timeout called right there, because he was out smack in the middle of the field right there.
Coming down to the wire. 3rd and 10. 17 seconds to go. Down by 6. Ball's at the 12. Sweet rolling right. Sweet getting pressured. Sweet looking down the field. And is it caught? Nope, incomplete. 4th down. Intended. First road again. So, Tom, the Steelers' defense is really tightened up here when it's mattered most.
Well, you're also in the red zone, right? One of the hardest places to score from. No doubt you can see defenses clamp up right here. But this is, hey, we got it right here. The Eden can score on a first down still, because it's about the 2-yard line is where the sticks go to right now. So they can still get a first down. 10 seconds right now left on the clock. You got to think this may be the last play right here of the game.
And remember, the last time they had the ball, they drove down the field and it was picked off. So they've had some good looks here. And if they don't score here, they're really going to look at themselves, we missed some opportunities.
Yeah, listen, both teams, though, have played extremely well in this one. I mean, the big players have all stepped up. It's a game that you say is, right, boy, this should be a good game, you say beforehand. And do they ever really live up to that really going to be a good game? This has been one of those really good games. And you knew it from the start, right? 2 really good teams stepping up. And I love the adjustments that we've seen by coaches in this one. I really think this has been a great game. Real fun to watch.
So it's all come down to this, at a 4th and 10 from the 12. 3 straight stops here. 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down has led to this. Can Eden come out with a miracle here on a 4th and 10? Sweet. Looking to pass. Sweet with the throw. Incomplete. Broken up. And an injury as well on the pass breakup. So they're going to check that.
I actually thought Harrington had it, right? You could see he was hitting himself in the head. He wanted that one so bad. It looked like he had it right there for a second, and he was going to make the turn right there for the end zone. But, boy, you've got to give this Lackawanna defense the credit that they deserve. What a game right now. I mean, this has been everything we've asked for and more.
So 6 seconds to go, and a great defensive stop as Lackawanna got the interception on the previous drive in the red zone. They get a stop on downs on 4th down and 10. 4 straight stops here, and they're going to pull out this win 26-20. Eden, fantastic job, though, here in the second half, limiting them to 1 big touchdown after giving up 20 points first half. In a great game here on Tuesday night.
and give Lackawanna holds Eden to 0
Yeah.
in the second half, right? And Eden absolutely probably controlled the time of possession much more than Lackawanna did, but Lackawanna put the defense on, stepped up defensively this entire second half, and that really is the difference that they're going to get the win in this game.
So as they address the situation, just waiting to see how he's doing here, we're going to take a quick minute break, and we'll check in with an injury when we come right back.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Avoiding care can lead to worse problems. Don't delay care. We're here for you. Western New York Immediate Care provides quick, quality care for non-emergent injuries and illnesses. Go to WNYimmediatecare.com for more information.
Welcome back here to Eden for Tuesday Night Football here in WNY Athletics as we wrap up Week 7, and it's been a great game here. Lackawanna, 26-20 with 6 seconds to go. They just got the defensive stop on downs, and they've been outstanding here, limiting the Raiders to 0 points in the second half after giving up 20 in the first. And it looks like the injury was Hall after he got that pass breakup, and they're carrying him off the field.
Yeah, you hope he's okay, right? I mean, at first it looked like the way they were stretching him out, I thought maybe it was just, something pulled, right? Something dehydration type thing. But, a little worried the way they're carrying him off. Just hope he's okay, and he has our thoughts and prayers right now.
So just a formality here as we have a kneel down coming. Eden's going to fall just short in a game that they played very well. Lackawanna, some big runs, some long touchdown passes. Eden really opened up their offense, spread them out, and they took advantage of a couple turnovers. And there's the kneel down from Getchell as the clock hits down to 0. So Lackawanna is going to improve to 3-4. Raiders improve to 4-4. They get the win here on Tuesday Night Football, 26-20. When we come back, we'll be down to the field. We'll do some.
No, we're gonna cut it,
break.
and
Yep.
then no, we're not even gonna take a break. We're gonna cut the broadcast right here,
yep.
And then what we'll do is we will come back and in a brand new broadcast with our post-game interviews.
All right. So thank you for listening to WNY Athletics. Tom Prince, Joe Daniel. Lackawanna wins 26-20.
When you're ready to buy a home, start your search at howardhanna.com. You'll be the first to see new listings, find similar properties, and connect with a local Howard Hanna agent. Get started today at howardhanna.com.
Being home.